What's up, everybody? Today is the day for the relaunch of the Animal Farm. I'm excited. Hopefully it happens. We got 5 minutes until we're supposed to go live. So let me share all these linky links with my community and then we'll get going. So thank you so much for joining. Let's find ourselves on the interwebs. Let's see, where are we at? You guys think we're going to go live today at 1? Let me know in the comments if you're a believer. If you're a believer and you think we're going to go live, what do you think? Or is it going to be delayed again? I don't know. I hope that there won't be any more delays. I hope that we'll get this thing going. I mean, we've had 2 months to pick a date and stick to it, right? So here we go. Let me share this with my Telegram group, which is private, by the way. So you will not be able to get in, which is fine. We got 4,000 people. It's good enough. It gets crazy. And I do have a private Discord, but you can check that out if you'd like. Anyways, so let me post this and then let my Discord know that we are live. And then we'll get chatting. All right. What do you think? We going live in 5 minutes? I hope so. Forex is always on time. That's one thing I know about my man Forex. Oh, yeah. We're going to be on time today. Maybe there'll be an excuse. Who knows? I've heard it. I've heard a lot. Coffee. All right. So let's check out. Let's see. Usually he does a AMA prior to launch. So if you guys are somehow privy to an AMA I don't know about, let me know. I'm reading your chat. What's up, everybody? McArvin, EC Crypto, Sean Vegas, Derek, Samuel Brand. Good to see you guys. It will happen, just not on time, says Alan. Alan, you are a prophet, my friend. How could you dare guess such a crazy guess like that? Yeah, look at, I do have my coffee. I brew a whole cup. I don't know how long we're gonna go, but I wanted to come on live to document his live AMA, but there hasn't been a live AMA. Does anybody know where this live AMA, an hour before launch, that Forex said would happen? Tell me where it is, and I'll go live with it. But I haven't found it yet, so it is what it is. By the way, my friends, if you are not aware, this is the new UI, user interface. Another word for that would be website. It's animalfarm.app. Some of you guys are in my Telegram like, that's a fake website. That's not the website. No, it is. It is. I put the link in the description of this video. Please click that. Don't click on any other scammer website. That is the link. And this is what it looks like. Though Animal Farm is the first deflationary, fully centralized ownership yield farming lending protocol where participants earn as an owner on the network. And this right here is broken in the website already. I can see this dynamic emissions. It's not scrolling over. Oh, there it is. Sorry, that's my fault. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, I think I was looking on mobile. But yeah, you just got to slide it over. So that's working good. Homepage looks good. This graphic, a little blurry. We could make that HD. Pig credits. Okay, you're going to get credited when we go live. And it's going to show you your pig balance. And you haven't been airdropped them yet. So right now you have 0, right? Once that shows up, then you'll be able to enter the amount. Your pig pen, you have 2 options today. You can put your pigs in the pig pen or the piggy bank. That's it. The drip garden is just, it goes to the old website. You can see here. See, it just goes to the old website. No big deal. You can see I got 23,000 plants. I've just been compounding because I don't want to claim. Why would you guys want to claim drip/BUSD when drip is worth like 24 bucks? To me, I'd rather take the gamble and compound. So that's what I've been doing. And then, yeah, the documents here. So that's basically the overview. I think the website looks better, looks a little bit more professional. What do you guys think? Yeah. All right, let me look at this. Where are we at here? 2 minutes. We will see. Yeah, let me pull up the actual timeline of where Forex said we would be live. So I'm going to pull up the timeline, and then we will see. Here's the timeline, guys. Wait, what? What? Guys, it just hit 0. Why aren't we live? Are we live? And this is just a joke? Are we somehow delayed again? I don't believe it. There's no way we're delayed again. My timer, if I look at this clearly, it says 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. This pigs will be in space. 0. Okay. And now, am I missing something? Please help me out. This is why we're live. I don't have any updates from Mr. Forex Shark right now. No updates. No communication. Yet we're live. So let's go here. Let's go to one of his good friends, and let's see what he has to say. You'll know who he is in a second. Here we go.
Is a DeFi utility.
Who's that voice?
Right? Being able. Hold on.
All right. This is
being able to earn 1% a day. What is Drip for?
Okay, he's just pumping up how awesome Drip is again and again and again, which is fine. It's awesome. I just want to know if we're live. I thought we were talking about the animal farm today. I thought it was going to be on time. That's why I went live, but now I feel dumb. So tell me, I'm going to read your comments right now. How are you guys feeling about this? Are we live? What's going on? Hi, friends. Another delay. It'll happen around 3 p.m. PST. 2 minutes. We will see. Relax, guys. Still 140 minutes left. No, it's not. This is the timer, guys. It's officially delayed. It's late. I want to say there's no excuses. How can there be an excuse? You've had over 2 months. You've said we're 100% ready multiple times. I don't know if this is a good look. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I being too picky? Am I crazy to just expect something to just be on time for once, especially with the reputation of never being on time? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if this is the real world? Can you imagine if you were working with investors? We are working with investors. Can you imagine wanting to get serious money into... Shut up, Jonathan. Fall in line, my friend. Okay, so here we are. Let's go. I want to look at the comments. Yes. Where are we? Okay, I'm listening to Ray.
Drip is to invest. You earn your 1% a day. You could chill.
All right, we're talking about what Drip is. That's cool. We need to let people know. 190 people here already. That's crazy. Okay, let's read. Maybe is he live somewhere and I'm not knowing? Delayed. 100%. I bet delayed. Here we go. I'm going to read these comments. Let's go, Nitro, our Piston. I'm not talking about Piston, although Piston, oh my gosh. Remember when I got made fun of for talking about Piston? There's communication in the Telegram. Just give an update. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. Too picky, yes. Awesome. Trust Mighty Leader Forex. There you go. Thank you. Hey, everyone. The team is making very strong progress on going live. We appreciate you sitting tight and waiting for further announcements. Delay. Then we'll postpone to not throw anyone off guard. Then promote. Rinse and repeat. I am speechless. Guys, how many hours is... Hey, everyone. The team is making very strong progress going live. Yeah, that's the update. You're not too picky. They really need to be extra careful to restore the reputation. What's up, Greg? Yeah, I agree. 100%. Greg, would you be taken serious if you were delayed this multiple times? But not just oh my gosh, you said it's 100% ready to go. You said 100% ready to go. Okay. I'll shut up. Piston baby, heard that before, probably normal, just a few moments. Is it really live, Doe? No, it's not. If you're joining just now, guys, we're not live. This is all just me being silly because it's exactly as predicted. It is what it is. You're not going to change Mr. Forex Shark. I don't think tardiness is his gift. I think he's a good developer. I don't think being on time or communication is really the strong suite. I mean, that's just, if you debate that, you're crazy. It's clearly evidenced. As a software engineer, I would have lost my job. Well, Elvin, if you were in any field, you'd lose your job by now, my friend. This isn't a one-off. All right, this has been over 2 months delay. Anyways, I'm going to sip my coffee. We're going to be patient. Oh, someone asking about Tex, my dog. He is, in fact, you know what happened? Just 5 minutes ago, my neighbor, he went over to my neighbor's house, and my neighbor had to come bring my dog. And I'm like, that embarrassing, like, oh, I was just in the bathroom. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't go to the bathroom because your dog is running wild. So I felt really embarrassed. Thanks a lot, Tex. So he's downstairs avoiding me because he knows I'm angry. All right, let's do this. Let's just go to the charts while we wait, okay? We're just going to go to the charts here. We're going to check out the market. By the way, guys, the overall market today is the worst thing in like a year. Look at Dow tumbles. Oh, I hate these stupid ad blockers. Dow tumbles 1,000 points. NASDAQ loses nearly 5% in worst day of the year for stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, we picked the worst day of a risk-off environment to do the launch. Now, obviously, Forex doesn't have a crystal ball. Neither do you and I. It's just funny that this is literally the worst time to launch anything because of this crappy market. So, yeah, NASDAQ is getting crushed. If you're in stocks, like I'm heavy in stocks, we're just having the bloodiest day. Yeah, not pretty. And then if you go to CoinMarketCap, who's having a birthday today, see this? CoinMarketCap, happy 9th birthday. There you go. And yet you can't go back. And then if you click this, it takes you to the same page. So way to screw that up on your birthday, CoinMarketCap. Anyways, look at the overall market. Of course it's going to take a dip. Look at that, 7% in a day, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're right back to where we were 2 days ago. Look at this sharp drop. Boom, boom. Okay. So with that in mind, now we'll look at our little top picks in crypto. You're looking at eShare, which is still crushing it. I mean, EMP, congrats to you guys. Okay. AJ, the team. By the way, probably going to do another AMA with him. I encouraged him to fully be doxxed, show his face. So wait for that. Drip is doing nothing. It's $24, so it's just kind of, you can see the chart. It's kind of curled up, anticipating today, and then you got the last hour. There goes all momentum, right? Piston token is plugging away. We're at $22. I mean, that's crazy. Look, you want to look at this chart? Bullish. We're so bullish. No, I mean, it's just they're doing a really good job. Like, look at that. And I know like the devs and the guy doing the website stuff. He's in our Telegram. I've talked with him multiple times. He's awesome. He's super talented at what he's doing, and they're putting a ton of energy and effort to making Piston really cool. So congrats to them. You guys deserve that. Good for you. Hex. I bought some more Hex, guys, anticipating the run up into Pulse Chain. So just so you know, if you were in my Discord, you heard about that. I'm just dollar cost averaging into Hex. Today it's down 8%, so like that's just because it's the overall market. Let's see what else. Elephant is just doing its thing. It hasn't really had any major news. This is crazy. I got asked a million times to do videos on Titano, but I never did. Maybe I got lucky because I would have been hearing about it now, but yeah, 2 cents. That sucks. I did throw like $500 in. I throw $500 in Seifu and all these just for fun, kicks and giggles. This Breep here, let me look at Breep. This is a Forex coin. You have to hold like 300 of these to be in his DAO. he keeps talking about how it's at all-time highs. He said that yesterday, and I don't know what chart he's looking at. Forex. This is not an all-time high. We're not hanging out at all-time highs. This was over around like $300 at the top. It was 430. So 141. I think it's a stretch to say it's an all-time high. But all that to say, if there's new projects that are coming out, this thing could run up. So that's why I keep it on my radar here. This is just some of the stuff that I watch on my radar. Yeah, so if you're just joining, today's a day, major day in DeFi, because this animal farm has been, this is what the old website looked like. It's been paused for 2 months, and we're waiting for a relaunch. So you could see the price of pigs down here was 148. And Forex is famous for saying that, or recently said that pigs will moon. So I'm anticipating pigs to moon, especially when you can only sell 2%. I mean, that's a way to ensure they're going to moon for sure. You know, just take away that sell button, or make it where if you do sell, you can only sell 2%. And then use all that yield money that you've been making the last couple months, and then just start buying your own stock, pump the price. The best marketing feature is a stock chart that goes up and to the right. So yeah, they could run. What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna run today? I don't know. Let's go to the chat, put my coffee down, and let's look at my face. Hi, and let's go see what you all are saying. I'm anticipating
new capital to invest.
Okay, Forex is still not live. I am monitoring the situation. The moment he is live, we will go live. All right. Chips, thanks for the $2, my friend. Wow. Look at that. Someone donated. That's amazing. Thank you. Look at this. $2. Found a job, mate. Not great, but it's something. That's awesome to hear. Let's do this. A chandelier. The Vinman bank teller is excellent at communicating. Very transparent. Trunk is almost at peg. Yep. Actually, let's look at that. I always go to Nomics and look at Trunk. By the way, Nomics is the only one that shows Hex as a top 10 coin. Look at that. Hex, baby. Coin market cap won't do it. Trunk. Here's Trunk. Look at that. Almost at peg. 92 cents. That's awesome. I'm excited for all the investors in Elephant. Good job. I mean, you didn't do anything, so I shouldn't say good job to you, but I really, really do hope that we get a recovery with Elephant. I mean, that exploit sucked. It just felt bad. I mean, all my other calls are doing great. So, but yeah, let's see. Let's talk about what's going on. We are delayed. If you're frustrated and ticked off, frick, you got a friend in me. Because you're just being honest and real. And it's not like, okay, I'm just going to read your comments. 291 people. I can't believe it. I've been gone for 2 weeks, folks. I just got back from the Philippines. I'm still like feeling jet lagged. Okay? You guys want more light? Hi. We're going to go live today at 1 o'clock. Just kidding. All right. What you guys thinking about the new website? Do we buy pigs on PancakeSwap? Yeah, you can. Or if there's probably a spot on the website when we go live. 300 people are here. Guys, like the video. Oh my goodness. I didn't even ask you to like the video. That's why only 300 people are here. When you like the video, people come. Let's get them in here. You know I don't pump nothing in this room. This is why you guys like being here. Because I'm not going to be like, guys, everything's great. This is this wonderful. I love delays. Delays mean everything is great. No. It just... I can't talk. Okay. Did some of y'all buy the crap? Elephant relaunching. Love Elephant and EMP. You should give your neighbor a few drip for returning tax. They don't even have a wallet set up, Reggie. Okay? Nobody has a wallet set up. You're in the 1% of the 1% if you've got a MetaMask wallet. Nobody, how can you even communicate about, hey, do you have a MetaMask wallet? What the frick is that? Guys, you're early in crypto. Relax. Jonathan, please inform people correctly. Forex mentioned Breep token is at all-time high, and do you need 300 of them, not Breep, like you mentioned? Oh, are you saying that there is another token and he didn't say Breep? Let me know if I made a mistake on that. My bad. I definitely don't. I want to correct the record. Yeah, you have a new piggy bank link. Yeah, I guess I'll post the link. I don't want you guys to use my referral code because you'll be mad. You'll be like, why am I using the referral code? I don't want to use the referral code. Then don't. Use this man's. Use Bartertown's referral code. He needs the money. Just kidding. I'll put it in here. He's one of the OGs, by the way, and he has made a ton of money on Drip. Same with Stunna Breezy, some of these other guys. I mean, freaking amazing. I would have loved. How many of you would have loved to gotten into Drip early days? I mean, it's freaking been paying so much money. Congrats to those guys. Maybe Piston token. Maybe this little sucker will be our little Drip. This is Piston, by the way, guys. That's a horrible looking chart, isn't it? $22. So some of you want to know how much money do I got in this sucker? Well, in the race, look, I got $22,000. And then in my MetaMask wallet, look how I just show it all. Piston tokens. I don't even have these in the race. I play both sides of the fence. There, I got 992 Piston. So if I were to sell my Piston, Kelk, right now, you want me to dump? I'm going to dump on everybody. Just kidding. 992 tokens times, was it $22, right? Bam. So I've got 21,824 tokens that I can sell right now from Piston, put it right in BUSD, and go buy a Toyota Prius, 1997. All right. There it is. 22,000. That's a lot of Chipotle. That's a lot of dog toys for Tex. But I'm going to keep it. I haven't sold any Piston. Look it. Right here. Realized gain. I could realize the gains right now. And then, on top of 22,000 there, I got 22,000 in the race. See how I do that? I play half and half. So this I can't get out of. The other I can. So yeah, that's Piston. About 40 G's in that sucker. My diamond team's been ridiculous. I just keep withdrawing and I've recompounded. You can tell why I've recompounded because I still can take $3,800 out. Overall, I've withdrawn 18,000 from my diamond team. Anyways, you're not here to talk about that. Let's go live and see if he's live. Is Forex live?
My life forever, and I'm 19. That's what's up, bro. Anybody want to listen to wise old boomer with 5 kids talk about crypto?
All right, so we're not live. We're doing nothing. This is called delay tactics. I'm sorry, guys. 302 people. How do you want me to entertain you? Here we go. Let's read the comments. An admin banned me from Forex. Of course, bro. They're known for banning everyone. Just relax. That's if you haven't been banned from Animal Farm or Drip Community, it's like how an angel gets his wings, okay? It's just part of being a dripper. You got to get banned. It's just the way it is. Especially if you ask like a question or say anything out of line, we got to ban you. Do I have 10K in EMP money? Bro, I got a lot of money. I got a lot more than 10K in EMP money. Okay? A lot. It might even be more than Drip. And I plan on putting more in. Entertain us by singing a boy bank song. No, you know what we're going to do to entertain while we wait? I already pulled this up. And I find that this whole... Have you guys been watching the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard court yesterday and today? Like Amber Heard is on the stand sharing all of Johnny Depp's, how crappy a man he was. He slapped her. She slapped him. Like, it's just American celebrity culture is so silly. Like if no one that I know or no one that has a brain in their head wants to be a celebrity anymore. It's so toxic. Humans weren't designed to be worshipped. And you're watching, it's a public spectacle that has so many people's eyes. And I'm guilty. It's like watching, it's like guilty pleasure because we find ourselves somewhere in the story of what Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like, it's like a movie watching this trial. It's crazy. So have you guys been watching it? Do you want to watch it live while we wait? This will be the funniest channel ever. We just watch the trial live while we wait for Forex to go live. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much I'm going to hear about that? I should do it just so I can get made fun of. Where does it say? Social media general is toxic, awful in the human brain. It is. No press is bad press for celebs. That's not true. I mean, there's no way Disney's picking up Pirates of the Caribbean 6 after watching this trial. They won't. And that's why he's suing her for like $50 million for a defamation lawsuit. It's silly. Forex put an update in the animal farm. Okay, let's go look at these updates. What is the update? Go ahead and post it, guys. If you do find an update, obviously I want to make that priority. If we have an update. I don't see an update in the Forex Shark calls yet. My Telegram group is going crazy. Just wait. We're not delayed yet. I want to update everyone on the progress. We are crunching to be live at 1 p.m. We have been up for 48. Yeah, no. That's an old update, guys. Don't tell me about updates when they're old, okay? I want the new stuff. I'm not going to talk about nodes. Guys, the reason people like me is because I haven't talked with you about any node projects. 99% of node projects are fake nodes. They're not true validator nodes. They're just marketing gimmicks, and you guys keep falling for it. Stop. The only thing I do is I talk about these dumb miners because they have short lifespans. You can play these miners and make money. You guys know I made bank in Baked Beans, Lucky Cat. I did well with some of these miners. And just so you know, I did a video. It was a sponsored video, so remember, take that into consideration, about a new yield, a new miner. Because what I'm doing is I basically put money. Yeah, the EMP nodes is more of a, it's more of a glorified ROI contract. That's what EMP nodes is. And I'll ask AJ about that. He'll probably agree with that. It's not validator nodes. So he uses the word nodes, talking about EMP money. Anyways, there is no update, guys. Look, Bartertown is Forex's right-hand marketing guy. Let's go to his channel live. Okay, I click live.
Crypto different aspect came up rough, matured late.
He's not reading.
From a dumb poll. Who, me?
He's not reading anything.
Rock out a little bit long.
He's not talking about us being live, guys. So anyone saying anything different is just trying to get the attention. Okay, dude, entertain us by singing comments by the melody of random Elton John songs. Candles burn out long before your legend ever will. The legend of Forex. Oh my gosh, we got a super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, the super chat provided by Cape Crusader Fan. He says this: why do you think we're seeing drip price continuing to trend down? Because there's no new catalysts. Do you know how the market works, my friend? You got to have either new catalyst or new utility. And we don't have any of that. Or momentum on news. And that was supposed to be today, but we don't have any of that. I plan on compounding till November, but curious. Yeah, Cape Crusader. So with that said, all I'm doing with my drip is compounding. Because why would I sell for $24 when we've got a whole year of brand new utility, partnerships, momentum, scratch off tickets? So yeah, like drip sucks right now, but it won't suck forever, in my opinion. So until it stops sucking, you just compound and ignore it and go on with your life and look for other opportunities. Okay? What you don't want to do is get bogged into Telegram groups that just talk crap about drip and we're so sad. And it's like, move on. Like, because my Telegram group, you know what they did? They listened to me talk about Piston and EMP, and now they're freaking banked. Can you imagine if I would have just sat in my Telegram group, The Drip Farm, and only did The Drip and The Animal Farm? No, I look for other opportunities. And I hate to pat myself on the back, but it does feel really nice. My channel, I don't talk about so many projects on purpose because so many of them are just crap. Most of DeFi is crap. And you got to save your money. $1 saved is equal to $1 earned. Say it with me. $1 saved is equal to $1 earned. So half of the good crypto investors, half their strategy is to not waste money. It's not lose money. The candle burn out long before the node or ROI ever will. You guys, I would unsubscribe to me. I'm not funny. 322 views, that's pretty good when there's literally nothing going on. But I'm going to take you live to the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case real soon, since this is more entertaining. Yeah, baby, EMP and Piston for the win. I just dropped the Animal Farm update in the Discord. Go read it. Bam. Okay, let's go to my Discord. Bam, Discord, general chat. Here he goes. We are going through in the DAO right now, testing feature by feature with many users on a sidechain. This is something we need to do before we go live for quality control. Maybe you would have done that, I don't know, before today. It's something we have not done in the past that we will do now for every launch. Oh, great. Cool. The plan was to do this last night, but it ended up taking 12 hours. Oh, maybe don't wait for the last day. Don't worry. We'll set a timer before we go live so everyone will know exactly when we go live. That timer that you were looking at before, that's a dumb timer. That was just a fake timer. Oh my gosh, guys. Seriously. I'm too old for this crap. I feel like we're dealing with shut up. Everything is done. We just want a lot of users to be able to test everything before we go live. We have already tested everything. Thank you for that. Appreciate the update. That is the update here. Jonathan, the update from Forex is in. Yes, I just read the update. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Vinman. You're the man. This is why you got to be in my my Discord. There's some good people in there. The timer is stupid. This is the timer. This right here is a lie. Fake news. It was all fake. The idea that we were actually going to go live at 1 o'clock and it's 1:30 right now, that's a lie. All right. It is what it is. Okay, so let's transition while we wait to the live. Amber Heard continues to testify in Johnny Depp defamation trial. All right. So, it's delayed as well. Oh my gosh, just kidding. I think they're on break. So, let's go see what Mr. Bartertown.
Can we make up? No, we can't do LP yet. We gotta wait, bro. Shout out to Aloncho, my guy. John Hernandez was good, bro. Oh, we got hella YouTubers in here. Yeah, bro. That's one thing. The bros, they give me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? It's just the dudes that got a little bit of hate in them, they don't. You know, they don't. And that's a shit.
I hate when he says they got hate in them. And he tries to create a divide sometimes. And it's like, we're all here for love, but we can call red, red, and blue, blue, and late, late, and on time, on time. Like, it is what it is. The real update is there is no update. Yep. Man, we should put money on this stuff. Depp and Heard trial. Let's go. Yeah, I know. We'll go live with the trial here. What's your thoughts on the Dave Chappelle attack? I highly support it. I think it was a great idea to attack a comedian on stage for free speech. I think the more we do censorship in this country, the better this country gets. Highly in favor of censoring free speech all around. Did they get botted again? No bots. They haven't went live. What's your thoughts on the only way you can lose with Drip is if you claim too early? Jonathan, you are funny. Well, that's why I'm single. No woman thinks I'm funny. And women, you know how to get a girl? Be funny. And yet I'm in my 30s and single. So I must not be that funny. There's been a lot of talk about investing in Reservoir to prop up drip. Yeah, Reservoir's too boring for me. Okay? It's like it's like us providing liquidity to Pancake Swap or providing liquidity to drip. You're going to get paid a little bit of something, but I don't want my BNB locked up making barely anything. I'd rather put it in. I can't tell you where to invest your money, but I put my BNB in places that make me more money than in the drip reservoir. But it's pretty safe. The reservoir is a lot safer than the faucet. So if you want to be in the drip reservoir, that's awesome. You can support the ecosystem that way. And I see a lot of these, hey, on this date, we're going to put in one drip into the reservoir. And hey, if you want to do that and go be a part of that, awesome. I've never really seen any of those work in my life. But all power to you. If you want to put your money in the reservoir, great. It's not a bad place to put your money. For me, it's just not as aggressive. So I like to be aggressive in my DeFi risk capital place with stocks and stuff. Like right now, I'm focused on like, how do I buy more Tesla? Because you want to buy Tesla on a day like today. Like, where did Tesla end up? So I should talk about that. Like, when you see markets in the bloody red like this, now's the time to take some of your crypto profits, which are I call it like your fake money, because, a lot of these projects don't have any utility, and to throw it at something that actually does, like Tesla. And by the way, if you don't have a stock brokerage, click the link in my description. You'll get 5 free stocks, literally just for opening up an account on Webull. And then you can deposit $5, $10, whatever, and you can buy some of these portions of these stocks. So look at like Tesla in the past month, it's almost at its near bottom. It'll probably bounce off of this around 870. So you're already close to here. So right now, if you're up in, let's say like for me, I got a lot of BNB in my wallet. Now would be a good time to send that back to my Binance account, get it in cash, and then take it over to Webull and buy Tesla. Okay? So that's how I tend to think about this between stocks and crypto. When the markets are crazy down in companies like Google, Tesla, Amazon, look at Amazon. It's getting hammered. This is when you want to go buy. Look at that. New 52-week low today. So everybody's talking about crypto, but really you should be taking your crypto gains and now going shopping and buying some of these awesome companies that are lifetime companies, right? Like, is Amazon going to die in your lifetime? No. It's just that we're dealing with high inflation, war, oil price, it's everything. A president that really isn't, he's not with it, guys. Like, not a political statement, but like you ain't going to accomplish much. And it's just a perfect storm of nothing but bad news and no leadership. And this is what you're going to get. And so, yeah, it is what it is. So 2022 in the stock market is going to be bloody, in my opinion. It's going to suck. And it's going to create an opportunity like none before to buy a bunch of really good companies. So what you should be doing is using all your dumb little crypto plays and taking some profits when they're up, when they're doing well, and buying some real assets like Amazon, Google, Apple, Tesla. All right. Tell me if you disagree with me. Let me know, because maybe I'm just talking like an old school legacy trader. I don't think I am, though. What are your thoughts on yield nodes? I think that's one of the few node projects that actually have proven to be pretty well. I think in the past few years, you haven't had a worse month than like 7 or 8%. I know a guy named my friend Andy, a YouTuber. He really likes that project, and he's pretty legit. And so, but again, it's just not aggressive. Like, do you want to make 8% per month? Like, that sounds cool, but like, there's other opportunities where you make way more. So yeah, that's why I'm not. I mean, yeah, get yourself in a node project. It's fine. That's from the Philippines. Stay motivated. Please explain how I'm wrong. If I've got 100,000 drip, each drip is worth $1, and you can take out 365% of your bag, how is it wrong? Tim, the way you should think of it is everything you put in the drip faucet, you're going to 3.65x it. You will buy drip, and whatever that drip is, you'll get 3.65x in drip. If the price of drip goes down to 0.003 cents, then you're still going to get 3.65x, but it's going to be in drip. Yeah. So that's the way to think of it. You're not getting paid out in BUSD or BNB. You're getting paid out in the native coin of drip. All right, from Animal Farm Telegram, we are going through in the DAO now testing. Yes, if you're just joining us, there has been an update that Forex Shark posted, and let me read it quickly to you guys so you are well aware. We're going through in the DAO right now, testing feature, blah, blah, blah. This is something we need to do before we go live for quality control. This is something we have not done in the past, but we will do now for every launch. The plan was to do this last night, but it ended up taking 12 hours, so yeah, we ended up getting drunk instead. No, just kidding. It doesn't say that. Don't worry. We will set a timer before we go live. Okay, there's no new timer right now. So anyone that's like, Jonathan, we might go live soon. There's no new timer. There's going to be a timer. There's no new timer. So we have time. Anybody think that this is going to go live today? Let's see.
Shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yes. Living off a drip.
Forex Shark is the man.
Forex Shark is the man.
Yeah, like it's that cult-like following. That's just weird to me. I've never been like, how? If I'm late to work, are all my employees like, Jonathan's the man today? He's the man. No, they're like, he's late to work. He should show more responsibility and respect to the rest of us. But whatever. I mean, this is why my channel, I think, has blown up and the others aren't. Because we just talk real talk, and you know I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not trying to be a drip fan. I'm not trying to make friends. Everybody, let's be friends. We're in the drip community. Screw that. We're all here to make money, invest in decent projects. Oh my gosh, I don't need internet friends. I'm in my 30s. What I need is a hot girlfriend. Please follow me on Instagram at Jonathan Seller. I'll check my DMs every 5 minutes. Have you heard of leveraged stocks or Mir? Yes, bro. I am leveraged. In fact, I got some crazy investments that I'm in right now, and one that I might be inviting you to in the near future, where you can invest alongside of a bag. I put 6 figures in a bag. Yeah, I just did 6 figures into an investment, and every day I make money on it. Today I made over $1,200 on that one play, and every day I make money. I'm not talking about it on this channel because today's not about that. But if you like and subscribe, you're going to hear me talk about it. I'm actually partnering with someone else. It's freaking amazing. Another YouTuber who you're going to know. Anyway, I'll shut up. Forex Shark is on an island. I doubt it will be today. Yeah, I heard he's on an island. I heard that in the AMA that he did with Juvie or Gems, which I heard you guys were like, he has millions of subscribers. No, he doesn't. That guy doesn't have millions of subscribers. And you have to look at, guys, you can buy subscribers, okay? That's one thing I promise you I've never bought. I have never bought any subscribers on my channel. If you look at my view count, go watch my videos. Look at my view count compared to these other guys in the space. Just look at the views, because that you can't make up. You can, I guess you can buy views, but you'll get your count like banned in no time, which I've never bought views. Jonathan, had you heard of BitGert Rise? No, I didn't. Island time, not an island. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes, I would love to hear some diversity in other markets on your channel. Sounds good. Dustin, we have a crazy investment opportunity that I'll be talking about probably middle of May. And every day of this year, this investment vehicle has never lost money. In other words, every day it makes money. In every market condition. Have I got your attention? Yeah, it's crazy. It's a private. I can't talk about it. I can't. But I'm just saying, we're working on stuff behind the scenes. And man, I'm just excited because we talked about Piston on this channel and I got reamed out. I talked about EMP and you all thought I was giving up on drip. Everything I talk about has been great. I talked about Elephant. Remember when I did an AMA with Bank Teller and the thing went up and to the right for over a couple weeks? But then, guys, I can't control the exploit. Like, I didn't have any clue about that he was aware of it and kind of pushed the can down the road and thought, we probably won't get exploited. Like, come on, that should have been taken care of. Bank Teller, I messaged him on that day. He did message me back, and here's some alpha. He's like, dude, I will do a video with you, And so that told me like this isn't a rug pull. He didn't like exploit it secretly and gain all the money. So maybe he'll come on and talk about it, but I think he's got his head in the game trying to fix everything, which is respectable. But that's really it. So I talked big time about Piston, EMP, Elephant, and Drip and Animal Farm. The only thing that sucks right now is Drip and Animal Farm, but I don't think it will long term. Like Forex is truly a lead developer in the DeFi space. He already has been quoted saying he's never going to fork crap. He doesn't do the forks. He's the one who writes original stuff. And I love that he just hired a guy from Certic to monitor all their code so that they don't deal with an elephant-like situation. That's respectable. So yeah, again, here's what you got to know about being an adult. You can look at something objective and go, hey, Forex does this really, really well and then does this really, really crappy. The fact that it's 141 and this thing isn't live, that's something really, really crappy, right? The fact that you set a timer and it hit 0 and it's delayed again after multiple delays in 2 months, and you have investors who get off work early, they set their alarm, they get babysit, like it's not respectable. It's not cool. It's not a good look, guys, no matter what you say. So if you want to say Forex mighty leader, like go ahead and do that if that makes you feel well. But I'm encouraging you to be an adult and to be objective, to be able to look at a person and identify things that are healthy and things that aren't. And that's just the way it is. You can do that about me too. All right, so let's go back to the comments. I'll ruin my in on future investments. I don't know, guys. Some people comment and I'm like, did they go to high school? All right, my phone is blowing up. What's the news? The news. Same. Saw it briefly, forgot. Good. Okay. 354 people. Guys, thanks for liking this video. Seriously, I know it's hard to move that mouse and click the like button, but like you did it. And the fact that you did that is the greatest gift of all. Thank you. I'll ruin my in the future. Like that makes no sense. Please type with English. Have to be real at some point. This isn't a good look for Forex, whether you like it or not. Wow. Wow. That's some honest insight right there. This video has 164 likes. Whoa. That 166, you guys are killing me here. This is awesome. Thank you for liking the video. Okay, so in the meantime, what are we going to do? You know what we're going to do. Everyone in DeFi is going to go watch the price of Hex. Are you guys buying more Hex? Huh? Look at this beautiful run. Did you buy more Hex down here? 11 cents, 12. Now we're a little dip. Everything's dipping, so don't be like, oh, it's dipping. Dude, today's the worst day in crypto market history. No, in the stock market. Look at, I mean, to be down 5% in one day in Bitcoin, look at this, 36,000. I don't think it's hit 36,000. Look at this, guys. This is bad. This is the 7-day chart, 1 month chart. Bitcoin has never been this low. Here's a 3-month chart. Obviously, in a month, I meant. 3-month, the lowest. Let's see if it bounces off of this 34.9. So about 35,000. Will Bitcoin hit 35,000 and then pump back up? I'd be watching that. Man, it could be a good opportunity. In the last 3 months, there hasn't been too many better days than right now. There's been like one other day to buy more Bitcoin. There you go. What other drip channel is talking about this? Not one. But that is a play. Okay? That's a play. Buying the dips on something legit and sustaining, in my opinion, like Bitcoin. Anybody doing that? Dollar cost averaging, getting some more? Go to the Animal Farm chat, dummies. Jonathan is in Seifu Dragon. You know what? The Seifu guy has emailed me multiple times. I think his name's Brian Legend. He wants to do an AMA. Should I do an AMA with the Seifu founder guy? I'm scared to do it because I don't want you guys to be like, you shouldn't have done an interview with that guy. It's not really I'm scared. It's just I've been traveling to Philippines the last 2 weeks, just got back. I might do it, but it's up to you guys. Let me know. Whoa. Yes. Why do you guys, why? Look at this. You guys, you know what happens if I do AMAs? The stuff blows up. It's crazy. It's crazy. Every AMA I've done, bank teller, piston, EMP, it blows up. These guys, they love me. They love me. And I don't know why. Because I just ask honest questions and I don't dollygag and suck up. Like, I wish, honestly, Forex should probably do an AMA with me. I'm not telling him what to do, but I've asked him. I just don't think he saw my message. And I don't have all the secret communications to get to Forex. So if you guys know him, just tell him, like, hey, the Drip Farm guy is willing to do an AMA. And just so you know, his record of doing AMAs, these things pump. So I really do think, especially now, like, if Forex came on, I would ask him, Forex, talk to the community about the delays. They're frustrated. Do you have anything to say to them about the delays? Like, I would ask him that. That's a fair question. And then you'd hear from him. And maybe he has a great response. Or maybe he says, you know what? It isn't right. It's something we got to work on. Blah, blah, blah. Who knows? I'm just saying, it would be such a posture of strength for him to do an AMA with someone like me that isn't fanboy. Every AMA he does, it's with like fanboys. That's not what Elon Musk does. And he keeps comparing himself to being the figurehead of the company like Elon, because he says Tesla doesn't pay any money in marketing, right? And so he doesn't want to spend a lot of money in marketing. He wants to be that figurehead, which is great. Okay, that's fine. But you got to diversify who you talk to. Don't just talk to guys like Bartertown that are like your homeboys, or, you know, sorry, but like, I listen to the AMAs and all these guys, they're not really professional in how they formulate their questions. They're just like, you know, so like, what are you looking forward to in Drip over the next year? And it's like, okay, I don't know. I'll shut up. I'm nothing. I know nothing. I would love for you to send me an email about the project you have, your 6-figure bag. Dustin, I'm not sending an email because that would be like SEC regulation stuff. I have to be careful how I market the opportunity. But I appreciate your interest. Again, I would just stay to the channel, and I'm sure I'll be talking about it soon. Thank you, Dustin. That means a lot. Well, these projects launch marketing campaigns, so it's just you pumping the project. Yeah, like, so half of the crypto battle is marketing, right? So a lot of people, especially like my emails every day, everybody wants me to talk about their project. I'll take a look at it, and I'm like, would I invest in that? No. But some of these guys will offer me to do just sponsored video. I'll take an opportunity. Why not take $1? And then I'll tell you always, hey, this is a sponsored video. And because I don't want you guys to think. But when I talk about my big investment videos, those are the ones that go, woo, because you know I'm not getting paid. It's just a legit me believing in the project. And that's what happened with Piston. It's what happened with Elephant. It's what happened with EMP. We have a good track record here at the Drip Farm channel. So I'm thankful for that. And also, I'm not capitalizing on all the other drippers that literally have shilled you so many crappy projects that, like, I'm not taking the opportunity to like stand here and yell at all of them. Everybody can do whatever they want. It's a free world. But I just appreciate your subscription to this channel because, one, it's free. Two, you know, I'm honest about everything. And yeah, we keep it real. EMP Money just signed a contract with marketing company and announced sponsoring esports. Yeah, AJ's the man. I talked with him yesterday. He's one of the lead guys there. The other lead developer I'm involved in an investment with. I'm just saying, you guys don't even know crap. You don't know, but you're following all these other YouTubers, but you won't even subscribe to this channel. I don't tell you everything, okay? But just trust me. Stick around the channel a little bit. Woo! Look at this, 382 people, and we're not doing nothing. Nothing. This thing isn't even live. It's boring. This is the worst live stream ever. We're supposed to be live. I'm actually ticked off. It's kind of frustrating. Forex needs to get Blackstone involved. That's where it'll launch beyond the moon. Well, Blackstone ain't going to invest in this. This is Wild Wild West. There's no regulation in DeFi. Ain't no real money coming in this space. Okay? That's my opinion. AJ's a beast. Yes. I think I'm going to dox AJ. That's some alpha for you in an upcoming video. I'm going to get him to show his bloody face. I like it when developers show their faces on camera. Even though I do want to say something. I did do a sponsored video. The guy didn't show his face, but he said he was going to, but he had a job conflict. And then he didn't show his face, but I still went ahead with the video. I don't know. But I did clearly say it was either way. I felt a little weird about it, so I wanted to bring that up. I do really want to show people's faces when I do interviews with them. I think it's important. I don't think there's really a good enough reason anymore to not. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm being too tough on these guys, but come on, just show your face. Has the Seifu guy shows his face, right? Like if I do an AMA with him, he'll show me his face, right? You guys want to see my Seifu account? Look it's right up here. Oh, you can't see it. Let me just pull this down. Show you all my tabs. Look at that. Oh, there's look. Seifu, it's right there. Oh my gosh. There it is. Okay, we'll hide it. I got so many tabs open. 207 likes. Thanks, guys, for liking the video. I love you. Oh, someone did a super chat. Welcome back. Look into Bry's BRC20 blockchain. Okay. This is how people get free marketing. Bryce. No, not there. Bryce. Am I spelling it right? Nothing? What's going on? Oh, that's a beautiful looking chart, my friend. I want some more Amazon. I want some more Apple. I just don't have any cash. Here we go. 300 likes is the next goal. Yeah, you don't have to like the video. Honestly, I don't care because I don't make much money from my YouTube channel views. Like, it's fine. I think I have 12,000. I'll probably have 12,000 subscribers at the end of this, which is crazy. Crazy because so many good YouTubers don't have as many subscribers. I should pump them up because they spend a lot of time on their videos and they're better at YouTube than I am. And but I appreciate you being here. I mean, 327 people, that's huge. That's like a gymnasium full of people. And I'm like the principal going, welcome to the assembly class. We're so glad to have you. Here at Dearborn High, we the Broncos are going to win the semifinals this year. That's how I envision 367 people right here. We're in an assembly together in high school. And I'm your principal. And I feel really powerful right now. And then all of a sudden, like, my cute secretary walks out and she's like, Mr. Principal, yes, there's a call for you on line 1. And then we secretly go back to the office and we make out. Yes, that's what's happening on this channel right now. Oh my gosh, this guy. You guys ready to go live with Johnny Depp, huh? We gonna do that? There's an AMA at 4. Oh gosh, 4 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock. I'm not covering it. Brian Legend will get his team docs tonight. Interesting. Is he in this chat right now? The Web3 project, you need to do AMA. I've looked into that. You're the only one I've seen with the same amount of tabs open as me. Yeah, it's not good, right? In the morning, though, that's how we compound all our projects. You just go through all your tabs. You feel like a baller. Sifu said they've been up for the last 48 hours. Yeah, I know. That should tell you a lot. Don't be up for the 48 hours. I was up for 27 hours on my flight home from the Philippines. You feel like crap. That's 27 hours. So if Forex is using hyperbole, which would be an exaggeration for an effect if I remember my English classes in college, then he's saying I've been up for the past couple days. Doesn't mean he's fully been up for 48 hours. He probably had a cat nap here and there. I don't know. I don't know what to believe when I hear that man talk. Not saying he's a dishonest bad person. I'm just saying he says things like we're 100% complete. We're ready to go live, and it doesn't happen. So I don't know if when he says I've been awake for 48 hours, if he actually means he's been awake for 48 hours. And you don't know either. Keeping us entertained, Jonathan. Yes, exact. JB, this is, See, JB knows exactly what I'm doing right here. I'm entertaining the masses, the high school assembly. I just need a cute secretary to interrupt me. Man, if I had a girlfriend, I would bring her on this channel and we would make out in front of you live, because that would be highly entertaining. So, Yuta man, keep up the good work. Hey, Jonathan, did about the launch of PulseX. At least they don't set a timer. They don't set a timer because there is no timer for PulseX launch. We don't know when PulseX launch is going to be. We just watch Richard Hart show us how much frickin' Louis Vuitton gear he has, and we think, yeah, this is the guy that's going to get me to the moon. You have a dog, Jonathan. Is that a question or a statement? Austin, Clark, aren't you glad I didn't talk about Titano? I'm just kidding, Austin. Austin was a big fan of Titano. He's invested a ton of money in it. Austin, do you have any comments about Titano? I feel bad for you, bro. I mean, all the Titano people. I never did a video on it. Should I do a video on it now? Because it's only 2 cents, and we'll run the thing right back up. Bro, I listened to Forex AMA last night, and he said they were ready, and he was excited. Here we are, and nothing. Love the project, but frick, man, LOL! Get some more drip today. How about you, Jonathan? I bought more drip at $33, and it just fell from there, so I'm done. I'm done buying it. No more buying drip until there is a trend reversal. That's me. But you do what you want. I mean, you're getting a better entry than I did. I bought more at $33, so you're getting it like 25. Market is down, man, not Titanic specific. No, Austin, not fair, not fair. Let's go. The market is down, but Titano is down like a bloody wreck. Way more than just the market. This is the chart for Titano. That's really, really not the best. Let's go to 5-minute chart. Look at that. April. Here's back in April, May. Yeah. Hopefully it goes back up. I just wondered if you guys were doing all right. Let's go live with Bartertown.
How's your spear going? We're not talking about spear right now. Yo, keep that.
Oh my. Okay. Do more videos, period. I was in the Philippines for 2 weeks, bro. I didn't even have a shower. I was the only white dude I saw for a few days, which was awesome. And, nothing wrong with white people. It was just cool to, like, be a minority for once in an area. And just see, like, real life poverty and get perspective on life again, It's crazy how blessed we have it here in some of these developed countries like America. The Titano chart looks like a drip chart. Fair point. Very fair point. But this is an example why I tell people always take profit. All of Titano was risk-free. John, are you still bullish on the garden? Well, let's go look at my garden. Okay? People ask me about this crap. They complain about the drip garden. Guys, let me explain to you real something about drip garden. Nobody ever tells you. The drip garden is like a multiplier on what is happening with drip. If drip is doing well, you want to be in drip garden because it'll like 3x what's happening with drip. If drip sucks, which right now the price of drip sucks, I want to be clear about that. The price of drip, not the project of drip. Always don't take my words and mix them. The price of drip sucks, right? For the past couple months, it's been straight down. So the drip garden is going to accentuate that, all right? And it's the highest risk protocol that Forex has created. It's like a miner, okay? So the best time to be in drip garden and harvest is when, harvest is when drip is doing well. The best time to compound is when drip is doing crappy. So what have I been doing? I'll show you. I've been compounding. Now I'm up to 23,000 plants. But look, right now I have $245. Excuse me. That's 13 LP plants, drip and BSD. I can right now take that $245. I can harvest it or I can compound it. Now, I may be happy with about 25,000 plants, and I can take this and I can either harvest the seeds, take that money. Let's do it. I'll just do it right now. I'm going to harvest the seeds. So I'm going to get this LP. All right. Here's a little lesson on the garden. Confirm. So this total is going to go away. See, 1,127 plants, $246. $246. Harvest successful, and then it goes back to zero. So that's real money. Then you come over here to Pancake Swap. You go here to the liquidity tab, not the trade tab, liquidity. It loads up, and look, there it is. It shows that I can remove this liquidity. I click remove. I click 100% or 50%, whatever you want to do. And it says that it's going to give me 4.99 drip and 123 BUSD. So I can enable this and say, all right, that's cool. I want to remove it. And now I'm going to get 5 drip that now I have access to, guys. So that means I'm going to leave this drip sitting in my wallet. You'll see I've got a bag full of drip in this wallet. If I go here, drip, 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 right here. I got 141 drip just sitting here. Now I'm going to have 146. And I get 123 BUSD that I can use to throw at some crappy little projects. So if I want to go put it in baked beans, I'll put it in baked beans, which I'm not recommending you do because the contract keeps falling down, down, down. But now I have $123 that I can go play with. And it all came from the drip garden. And this is just one aspect of it. So yes, it sucks right now because, but it's not going to suck if the price of drip goes back up. These LPs are going to skyrocket. All right, does that make sense? So I go here, click remove, and it shows right here. I'm going to get 5 drip, 4.99, $123. Confirm. And now I'm just going to leave that drip because why would I sell drip right now? It's $25. All right. But I added to my BUSD. And now that BUSD pile right here, I've got 3,052 BUSD. See this? 3,052, 3,175. So now I've got this play money. Or I can take BUSD right here and send it to my Binance wallet. And then go, once that money arrives, go over here and go buy another Amazon stock. Because I'm buying on the dip. This is the way you want to play crypto, guys, in my opinion. Or I can go buy another, 3-4 shares of Tesla. What do you guys think? Am I dumb? Let's see anything live.
Down on the low, son. Pulse and Richard Hart. I am. I'm not bearish. I'm in an 8 when it launches, but.
All right, he's talking about Pulse. That's just great. This is great. I like that. I thought we were talking about Animal Farm. I can't believe we're not live. I'm so sorry, guys, that we're not live on Animal Farm. I feel weird, embarrassed, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I have S Jade. Dude, I've got Jade, Euphoria. I've got, what was the one that we got wrecked? The Frog Nation one. Time Wonderland. I lost $30,000 in that. Yeah, all those DAOs, man, I was in. So, yeah, Sean, man, it's horrible. Those DAOs were crazy. Throw it in Aping Drip. Yeah, you're right. I did do that. So my Aping Drip, which this is I covered this yesterday. This is a protocol here. Here, I'll give you my referral link if you guys want to get in here. So you can take your Drip BUSD and go get 6% on it. Remember, it's a miner, so who knows how long it's going to last. And yeah, that's what I'm also playing that. That's a way to play Drip Garden right now. So here's the link for that video. I'll put it in here. But don't put a ton in my opinion. You never know how long these miners are going to last. Don't be sorry. Forex just made an announcement. Okay, what's the announcement? Forex just said we're going live. Everyone loves to back up. No, he didn't. He didn't say that because he said he was going to create another timer. So I don't know who makes these Forex Rentals BE. Forex just made an announcement. What's the announcement? Anybody know? I'm looking right now in where he makes announcements. No. No. Piggy bank. There might be a scam that's going on, and that's what you're looking at. You guys be careful of scams. Be careful of scams. I don't see any new announcement, guys. No new announcement. Yeah, it was a scammer that made the announcement. Yeah, rentals, man. You got to not do that. You're going to get screwed. You're going to screw others. People posting that in my I'm looking right now in my community. Yeah, be very careful. Let's look at Piston. What's Piston doing? Oh my gosh. It's doing horrible, guys. It's almost at $22. It's horrible. Look at the chart of Piston. Just horrible. Look at this crap. That's a horrible looking chart, isn't it? Hi. Hi, Moon. But I should pull up all my Piston comments and the haters that hated on me. Why are you covering a crap project? Oh my gosh. Don't start a YouTube channel if you got thin skin. Look at this. Dow tumbles 1,000 points. NASDAQ loses 5%. The worst day of the year for stocks. That's so crazy. All right, we're closing that down. This timer's useless. Bye-bye timer. Let's look. This is my chart. Do not answer DMs. Yes, never share your seed phrase and all that good stuff. Forex did not say Animal Farm is going live. Correct, Robert. Thank you. There is no update. Good job, everybody. I love it. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm Piston got in at day one. You're welcome. Just kidding. You were the one that clicked buy. So, good for you. Animal Farm. Yeah, I can't even look at the site without getting a little frustrated, to be honest. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go here and watch Johnny Depp.
And I spoke to the person who picked up the phone.
Let's go live with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We're going to watch this together.
How did that end?
I no longer spoke to Johnny. I probably can't say what the person told me.
Are we talking about Isaac Baruch?
Yes.
Okay. So without saying what he said, you had a brief conversation with Mr. Baruch, and that was the end of the call?
I did. It was my understanding Johnny was passed out.
Objection, hearsay.
Okay.
Sustain.
All right. January 25, 2015, Tokyo. Please tell, it's the premiere of Mordecai, correct? Did you accompany Mr. Depp to Tokyo for the premiere of Mordecai?
I did. When I was...
Please tell the jury about that trip.
Well, I had just started to pick out the wedding dress right before that trip. And plans were moving for us to get married shortly after this trip. So we took this trip to promote his movie. I went with him. We got in an argument in the hotel room. And I said, I don't remember what I said to him, but
This is what we're doing.
Snotty to him that provoked him. It provoked him. And when I walked into the hallway, he grabbed me by the arm and slammed me up against the
Whoa. Grabbed her by the arm, slammed her.
And I kind of struggled with him, tried to push him off of me. And I managed to get out of his grasp.
Let's go big. Let's go live.
Enough to take a few steps, and I kind of curved around and went into the closet. And by the time I made it into the closet, he had me by the hair, and what felt like he was just wailing on me, but in a really sloppy way, like hitting the back of my head, and kind of wrestled me down to the floor. I mean, it felt to me like I didn't even have a fair shot, because I wasn't facing him or looking at him. I was walking away from him. Or else, I would have at this point even I would have tried to defend myself more, but I didn't. I kind of felt like it didn't see it coming, and he just wrestled me down to the ground. And I remember he was screaming at me. I mean, like really screaming loud. And what I remember of that is trying to get up and him kind of wrestling me back down, and at one point put his knee on my back. It was kind of like kneeling on my back. And I just had this like struggle with him. And I look at him and he's still got his glasses on. I just remember looking at him and thinking that was so, I mean, he just looked like he hadn't been through anything. You know, he still had his glasses on, sunglasses. And he was screaming at me that he hated me, that it was over, he didn't want to marry me. He was disgusted. He was disgusted. He made this mistake. It was a big mistake. And everyone hated me. And I remember crying on the floor. Just, more than anything, I was heartbroken. I thought maybe he was serious. I thought maybe, God, he doesn't love me. Maybe he really feels this way. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. I wanted to marry him so bad. This is the man I loved, you know. Yes, it was awful at times, but I loved him and what he was saying.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Overruled. What he was saying to me hurt just as bad as anything else. I just remember that he left me on the closet floor, and as embarrassing as it is to say, I went up to him at some point. I don't know how much time had passed. He was sitting at the piano in the living room of the hotel room that we had. I know it may be hard to understand. It's hard for me to hear myself say, but I just wanted it to stop. I wanted things to just be okay. And I just sat next to him on the piano, and I just leaned my head on his shoulder, and of course I was mad, and it felt it was horrible what he'd done. But on the other hand, I wanted us to be okay. I could just put I could put the physical stuff in a box, and I just kept going back on how much I love this person. So just put my makeup on and went to the premiere with him and walked the red carpet with him. And I remember in the car checking my phone obsessively for pictures because my dress was backless. Of all times to have a backless dress. And I was just looking at
Are these real tears, guys? That's the question.
I was looking at pictures of us on the red carpet. It was surreal because I was checking for bruises and making sure that nothing, like there would be no marks on me, and we just looked like this other thing on this red carpet when it was just...
Guys, why are there still 318 people watching this? That's the problem with America.
Like
Look at
that.
us. We're still watching. What is wrong?
It's embarrassing. You know, it's hard to...
Those are real tears. I don't know if they're actor tears, but they're real.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
I'm going to take you to February, the next month, 2015, to your wedding. Can you please tell the
Wedding
jury
day,
about
guys.
the
Here we go.
wedding?
So we get married in Los Angeles. I get a sense that it was a wedding, running around Los Angeles. I was getting married that day, and I remember running around, I went to therapy and, got ready, and Johnny and I met at the penthouses downtown, and I wore a white dress and a veil and bobby pinned in my hair.
I seriously can't believe we're doing this on the launch day of the Animal Farm. This is
We
unreal.
walked out of that.
This is crazy.
Penthouse. I met with Johnny in the hallway, and I thought he looked so handsome.
He looks so
And
handsome.
He seemed happy. And I felt we were making the right decision. I was so looking forward to having this. I thought we'd get married and we'd have stability, safety.
This is the best
So
live
I,
stream ever.
We get in the car, we get into actually Johnny's car, and for the second time since I've known Johnny, he drove himself, drove us in his truck. It was weird being in the car with him alone. We didn't have that. And we drove to his mom's house, and a justice of the peace arrived, looking kind of surprised. And she married us in the living room of his mother's house, Betty Sue, with our families together. My best friend, my mom, his mom. We ate food with the kids. They were there. And we had a wonderful evening, and then got up and got on the plane either the next morning or the day after, and flew to Johnny's Island. And we had what we had planned for the better, we had planned for the better part of a year or so, maybe 8 months, for this 3-day wedding on his island with our close friends, about 12 people, maybe 15 people. We had these little houses built, like not tents, but not houses, these little, for the guests. We had them built and designed on the island, and we had people come out, and it was magic. I was marrying the love of my life. It was complicated, but I thought it was the love of my life. And we had our friends and family out, and we had this 3-day event. The first night of which was supposed to be he and I separate, with our relative party. So me with the bridal party and him with his fellas. The bridal party, we had planned to do a cuddle puddle.
Look, I'm Richard Hart.
Have mushrooms and drink wine and, have our own, girl party separate. And then the next day have the wedding festivities. We were going to be married around sunset and on this beach, not the beach that Johnny had named for me, although I think we originally planned on having the ceremony on that beach, but it was changed at some point to the other beach, and we walked down the beach aisle, and
The beach aisle.
said our vows, and the sunset behind us, and we took pictures with our family, and we shot the bird, meaning the middle finger, up at the paparazzi helicopter circling,
What?
the plane circling around
That was
us
rude.
while we were on the altar.
That's rude.
And we danced and celebrated.
And we
And then I
danced.
left the island because I had to go work.
When you say you left the island, you had to go to work, what were you working on that required that?
I was filming The Danish Girl in London, which is the film that I had been in London for in January when Johnny was hallucinating on the phone with me. I was there doing kind of prep work for
If
that.
Netflix is smart, they're going to post all the Amber
if
Heard
any
Johnny
film
Depp
was
movies. Will they do
Depp
it? Will
movies?
Netflix capitalize on all this?
Well, the plan, why we did the
See, I'm a
wedding when
marketer.
we
I think about marketing.
did it is because he had always had this commitment to do Pirates 5. And he was going to shoot that in Australia, and I was going to shoot The Danish Girl. And I started The Danish Girl in early February, and he was going to fly out mid-February to Australia. So his movie was going to take the majority of the year, meaning until August. So maybe longer. So the plan was to do it when we did it so that we didn't have to wait until the fall of the following year. So shortly
Look at
after
Johnny.
I left,
He's just like,
Johnny
oh,
returned
gosh.
to Los Angeles and then flew from Los Angeles on to Australia to shoot Pirates 5, excuse me.
Okay. And what was the plan for you when you finished with
I went and got a snack.
Danish Girl?
I'm going to go
The
get a
plan
drink.
was always
I'll be
for
back.
me
You guys
to
want anything? Let
wrap
me know.
on my movie and then come and join him in Australia where he was filming Pirates 5.
Okay. And when approximately was that?
That was March 3rd.
March 3rd that you wrapped, that you finished with Danish Girl?
I believe, I can't recall the exact date, but I believe it was around that time, yes.
Okay. And then tell the jury, where did you fly to get to Australia? How long of a turnaround was it for you to get to Australia?
It was about a 24-hour, I think it's about 24 hours. I could be mistaken on the exact amount of time, but I remember it's quite a distance from London. I was filming in London, he was filming in Australia. Effectively, you have to fly 12 hours, stop, get on a different plane and fly, I think, around the same amount of time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So when you arrived, before you finished wrapping with Danish Girl and were heading out shortly before, what, if any, communications did you and Mr. Depp have?
Well, at first it was great. Even though we were separated, it was so hard to leave right after you get married, especially considering that in Johnny and I's relationship, it was always so much worse when I went away to work. That's when problems started. So that was hard, but we communicated pretty consistently, and it was positive until it started to change. I got the sense that he thought I was sleeping with the director, and then it was with the actor I was filming with.
Who was the actor you were filming with?
Eddie Redmayne.
Okay.
I was not that it mattered, but I could do my best to field the accusations, and then they would kind of subside, and I thought things were okay.
Johnny got banned by Ray
One day, right before
from
he
the
was supposed
Animal
to fly
Farm
to
chat.
Australia, he I think it was the night before I was supposed to leave to go to Australia, he calls my hotel room, apparently. I had a sense that the phone was ringing. I think it was in the shower at the time, but not much time had passed, and I get a knock on the door, and it was someone from the hotel that I was staying at. The hotel staff had been sent up to the room because Johnny...
Objection calls for hearsay and speculation.
Calls for hearsay,
State
guys.
objection.
So don't tell what the staff said. What happened next?
Then I start communicating with Johnny.
And when you say started, I mean, was he on the phone? Did you call him? What happened here?
He called the room and then my cell phone, and then once I was on the cell phone, he was accusing me of not being in my room, so he called the room, and I had to prove that I was in the room because by answering
That
the
was a
phone.
lie.
And we had a lengthy
kind of circular
That was determined, and that was a
conversation
lie.
about where I was and why I didn't answer the phone. Why I didn't answer the phone immediately.
Johnny is
It
waiting
didn't
on
sound like he was
Forex's chart
connected
update.
To reality. It just didn't seem like, to me, it seemed like
Here's a good one.
previous
What will
pattern.
come first, the launch of Animal
I
Farm
was
or
unsure
Pirate
to make of it
6?
because he was
Let me
right
know in the
front of me. He was
comments.
accusing me of what it seemed like is having, I guess, an affair or a reason to not be in the room that I got a sense from him was, cheating or that I was hiding something and why I wasn't answering the phone, and hence why I got the knock on the door. That was right before I left.
So before you headed to Australia, what, if any, requests did you make of Mr. Depp for him to get you MDMA?
That's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
What is MDMA?
Because,
the drug, like what does that stand for?
Would never, since that time I learned my lesson the hard way on the plane to Russia, I would never do MDMA with him. I'm asking for a problem in that case. Like that, I would never do that.
Okay. So you flew to Australia and met with Mr. Depp, right? And I'm going to, can we pull up defendants 1809? And Your Honor, these are some of the pictures that Mr. King, you may recall, was testifying earlier, said he had on his phone.
Okay.
And then those were given, so.
So I don't have these, is what you're saying. Okay, that's fine. 1809.
Correct. I'm just going to show you a few pictures. Amber, do you recognize, and I realize you didn't take this photo. I'm going to move the admission of it, though, Your Honor.
Any objection to 1809?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
That lawyer is
1809
hot.
In evidence, you can publish.
And let me pass one up and give one to
What
the
is
other side.
this?
Tried to
Two kangaroos having sex?
strangeness.
Look
of
at-
this.
Right here.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes,
What is that?
I appreciate it.
Amber, do you recognize this photo?
I do.
And could you tell the jury what this is?
That is the driveway leading up to the house that Johnny was renting while shooting Pirates 5.
Okay. And then I'm going to.
Yes, kangaroos.
I'm going to try to make this a little faster, and I'm going to go 1810. I'm going to,
Ms. Bretterhoff, if you have a series of photos, if you want to
Yes.
show council what they are, maybe we can get them entered all together, and then you could just
yes,
go on with your questions.
yes, in fact. And these are all, I will represent, ones that we got from Mr. King.
All right.
Make sure you guys answer that poll.
Your Honor, if I may just approach, I'll give you the whole
Scientific
stack.
poll
Okay,
up on my
that's fine.
channel right now. If you're just joining this channel, this is the way we're dealing with our anger toward the launch not being at 1 p.m. on time. This is us in therapy. We're coping. We're watching Days of Our Lives drama, celebrity drama with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. This is what we do in Defi.
By the way, Amber, do you see those kangaroos?
This is why you guys like and subscribe
When
to
I
this
was
channel.
pulling up to the house, I saw kangaroos as well.
Kangaroos. Type kangaroos in the
Pretty good
comment.
Driveway.
It was a pretty
I don't have
isolated.
any objection, sorry.
No objection to any of them?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
But make sure you look through them all, too. I just want to make sure, because
Thank
I'll
you,
go ahead
Your
and read them into the record once you have looked through them all. And then
Thank you, Albert. Look at Johnny Depp. He's drinking coffee. Is it coffee? That is the question. What is Johnny Depp drinking? Celebrity
Thank you, Your
culture.
Honor. I've reviewed them. I have
So
no objection
stupid.
to any
Alright,
of these photographs.
So we'll enter into evidence defendants 1804, 1805, 1806, 1807.
You know what's on that screen in front of Johnny Depp?
1810.
He's watching the countdown
1811,
timer for the launch of the animal farm.
1812,
He's looking at his notes
1814,
going, when is it going to go live? And now they're
1815,
laughing.
1816.
They're laughing right now at
1817,
Forex, guys. That's what's happening.
1819,
She's ticked. She's looking at the screen too
1820,
going,
1821,
I thought this thing was supposed to be live at 1.
1825.
Look at her. She's ticked. She's like, we're supposed to be
1827,
live.
1828, 1829, 1830, 1831, 1834, 1835, 1837, 1838, 1839.
She's reading off the timer.
1840.
This is the countdown timer for the launch of Animal Farm. If you're just joining us, that's what's happening.
I believe so.
They're interrupting the trial to talk about the launch.
That's all in evidence? Okay. They're all in evidence. So as long as you're just going to be referencing those photos, we'll keep it on
We're
before
gonna
you
keep it
publish them.
moving. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it. Okay. Whose home was this in Australia?
It was I think like a well-known sports.
Look, guys, those two kangaroos are having sex, 100%. Look, I've never had sex, but I know that's what it looks like.
Pull up 1810. Is this another picture from that home?
Yes, that looks like it's the view from the bathroom.
It's a nice looking home.
And then let's go.
Bought
Michelle, if
to
can
you
pull up
by Drip
1811.
Profits. Johnny Depp is in Drip. This just in.
Is that a picture of the home?
That's where
the
Forex
house,
lives,
yes.
guys. On an island.
And let's go to 1812.
That's a beautiful home. Oh, my
And
mind.
That's a view from the living room. It opened into a lagoon.
A lagoon, yeah? Looks like a lagoon, huh?
And then let's look at 1813.
Matt, welcome to the live stream. You must be very confused.
I guess that's just another view, little over of the swimming pool, correct?
Yes.
What are we
Okay.
doing?
And then let's do one more, 1814. This is inside the house.
Look at
Yes.
those flowers.
And if you can look to the back here where I've got I'm making some, what if anything is that back there?
Cupboards.
That's the kitchen.
Okay, this is the dining room and this is in the main level.
What
What
is
we're looking
happening
at
right
is
now?
The dining room table.
That's a
on the main
picture of
level,
Forex
with the
Shark.
kitchen in the
That
background.
painting, that's Forex Shark's freaking profile photo.
Now, I'm going to ask you to take this jury through your experience, what happened in Australia once you arrived.
302 people are watching this crap. Why are you here? Please stop watching this video. It's embarrassing.
Well, I was nervous because of the conversations that I had with him before I left, and then in transit, I stopped in Dubai and spoke to him too. So I was a little nervous, but he indicated that he wanted me to come. He said I miss my wife at the end of the phone call that we had in the airport. I called him from Dubai. And
Thanks, Derek.
He said, I miss my wife. I felt okay, safe to, it's good. And I missed him so much, that's all I wanted to do is see my new husband. I flew in, I arrived early. I walked into the bedroom. I was so excited to see him.
She walked into the
And he
bedroom,
was
guys. What happens
So,
next?
he had lost a ton of weight.
He lost weight. Keto
So-
diet.
I just knew something was up. And he kind of quickly, kissed me. And
Oh, yeah.
we had some interaction. It was brief. He was leaving to go work. He had to work that day. But then after the plan was he would come back, which he did in the evening, and then he was supposed to have a 3-day weekend, a long weekend. So he comes back that evening, and the chef had kind of prepared some things for the fridge, mashed potatoes, I think some spinach as well. There were some steaks in the fridge, but he had kind of prepped some of the sides. And I was looking forward to having this kind of, our style at-home date. We'd just been, we're a new married couple. We hadn't seen each other for basically a month after getting married. And I start dinner and am happy to see him. And at some point early in that evening, he pulls out a bag of MDMA. I asked him what it was.
What is
And he told me it was
MDMA?
MDMA.
What is it?
And I was surprised because at the time, that was, there was no question mark as to how I would respond to that, or so I thought. It's like, why would you even think that that's okay? He had already gotten clean and sober. I was, touch and go, but for the wedding, he was drinking Beck's. I think at some point he did have wine on the island, but it wasn't
It's
an
Molly,
issue, right?
ecstasy,
Just moved
got
ahead.
it.
So I was surprised that he would even pull out this bag and, well, frankly, not hide it from me. And he kind of seemed to suggest that we should do it together. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I just got here. I want to see you. I want to spend time with you. It was the exact opposite of what I expected, what I wanted. And it just seemed delusional at the time to me that he would even suggest this to be something that I could participate in with him. If you had been through what I had been through at that point, it's crazy. And at some point, he drinks in front of me. At first, I think it was like a Malbec or a wine or something. And I remember we hadn't, it kind of started an argument. And that was upstairs in that room that we just looked at a picture of, by the sunflowers. That's more or less where we were standing, just closer to the kitchen. And we get in an argument, and I shove past him, just stomp off. And he grabs me. We have an argument about me walking away, and am I walking out of this? And in my head, I was like, I actually wasn't thinking of leaving yet, but that would later be going through my mind. We had a brief interaction, and I don't remember the exact sequence of things. I wish I did. I have a lot of flashes. It gets a little bit more confusing from my ability to recall everything in a linear way a little later on as things got crazier. But for this part, the first night, what I distinctly remember is at one point, I don't think I had gotten very far, or maybe I came back into the room, but when he shoved me, I went flying across these parakeet floors. I mean, just skidding across these floors. And I remember thinking it just looked so easy for him to throw me around like that, I just slid, screeching my skin against this,
In all
beautiful wooden
seriousness,
floor.
any man that hits a
And we had
woman,
another argument.
any man that hits a woman is a loser.
Was
Women, leave him.
spin-off from that. It was just kind of this on-off sort of thing that I remember eventually in this interaction, he shoves me up against the fridge. He has me by the throat,
Has her by the throat.
and he just was holding me there by my throat. And I wondered if it was the drugs. I wondered if it was him.
Either
It
way.
hadn't, in my recollection, hadn't been that long.
Don't lay your hands on a woman,
He has me up against the throat.
douchebags.
He's kind of bashing me against the wall next to the fridge. We're kind of moving in that area. And at some point, I'm in his face. And I don't know if he had let go of my neck or loosened my grip, but I remember slapping him across the face, screaming at him. He's screaming at me. I got my hand free when he tried to grab me when I walked off. I stormed off. I slammed the door upstairs. I don't know if it was in that instance or if it was in a later one that I eventually barricaded the door. It wouldn't stop him from coming in. He could come in the other doors. There's there's a back door, there's patio, but at least I'd hear it. And this is March 2015. By this time, I'm being medicated by his doctor. He's giving me anti-anxiety meds, giving me, had already tried to give me antidepressants. They didn't work for obvious reasons, I hope. I wasn't sleeping. I had insomnia. I'd wake up with panic attacks. I needed to sleep, but my ability to do so was really, really compromised at this point. And I kept thinking that I just wanted to hear him or know if he came in so I could be aware, so I could be ready for what was going to come in with him. And at some point I go back downstairs. I don't really know at what point I gave up and stayed behind my barricaded door, but I managed to go to sleep. I took some sleeping pills. I woke up, and when I came downstairs, he was still up. He confirmed when I asked him that he had not slept. He had not eaten, so I tried to get him to eat. We get in an argument. He was accusing me of Eddie Redmayne. And by this point, he thought I was working with Billy Bob Thornton on
Billy
the movie
Bob.
I just shot, but I had already worked with him a year earlier. But he was very upset about him and the gentleman that invited me to a concert in London. My co-star, he was upset about these people, even though I had done that movie a year prior.
Who was that?
It was Billy Bob Thornton, Jim Sturgis, and Eddie Redmayne that he was upset about.
And let me just stop you for a moment. Have you seen Mr. Depp take any drugs by this point?
Oh, yeah. Sorry if I left that out.
Sorry if I left that out.
When we had the argument about the MDMA, he suggested to me that it wasn't on the no-fly list, like it wasn't on the no list. That was his argument. That was his defense. Like, this isn't then. You didn't say I couldn't have this, and over and over again, Johnny told me I wasn't the reason he was getting sober, but I was the reason he was staying sober. I had saved his life and all this stuff. It wasn't like it wasn't my job to police him, but I kind of ended up being in that situation, it seemed like, in his mind, when he would express that to me. So he took a handful of pills, and I didn't count how many, but when I came back downstairs, I did the math on the amount that was left, and I think it was either 8 or 10, I can't recall as I sit here now, either 8 or 10 pills of MDMA.
That he had taken or that were left?
I remember we had a conversation about the amount that he took. So I remember saying, you
Objection,
took all
hearsay.
Okay, I'll sustain the objection.
There were only a few left in the bag, so I think it was what he took. And I said, Johnny,
Objection, hearsay.
he confirmed that he took that amount and that he could take that amount.
And what amount?
At this point, there were 10. He had taken 10, 8 or 10. I can't recall.
And when you say at this point, is that the first night? Is that the second day?
This is the second day. This is after I've already fallen asleep for the night in the room upstairs. Come back downstairs. He was still awake.
Okay, please continue with that second day.
He was accusing me of being mean to his sister.
Guys, I have a feeling there's a problem in the Dow.
Something about the wedding.
I'm not in the Dow, but I
was
think
trying
there's a
to
problem with Animal
put
Farm.
out that fire, as you will. I was trying to say no.
My bet, this
First of all,
doesn't
we're
launch
filming
today.
with
So
Eddie Bono. I wasn't
if you need to
filming
leave,
with
go
Jim
hang out with your
Stewart.
kids, go for a walk.
Yes, I filmed with Eddie Redmayne, but he was
We'll keep
lovely.
watching
Jim
this,
was-
but I don't think it's launching today, folks. Just my opinion. I think there's a problem.
And then when it came up with his sister, he was accusing me of kind of having this animosity with Christy. I tried to defend myself, explaining why her and I had kind of become cold to one another. I don't know how else to describe it, because we never had any sort of direct interaction that was negative. We never had any sort of confrontation or anything, but I did my best to explain to him what I could answer to that accusation. And at one point he, I mentioned that, well, I can't say what I mentioned. He, as a result of that phone call, picks up the phone and calls his agent. I don't know why, still to this day. He calls a few people. I don't know who's on the other line. I just heard his side of it, and he's screaming at them. I got a sense that it was money, that he felt people had been stealing money from him, and that the studio had been ripping him off, and that he was calling himself like a whore, or he had been whored out. He seemed like he was upset, but I did not, at this point, this is maybe early evening, it was before the sun went down on the second day. I remember he took the phone at one point and called my divorce attorney. I had at some point prior to this,
We are 100% ready for launch.
A domestic relations attorney to do
100%
post-nup, because
ready.
we got married in February, and there was never any mention or talk from Johnny about a prenup, but I had interactions with his sister, and so I thought, okay, I'll get a lawyer and let's do a post-nup. When Johnny found out about that, or when I reminded him of that in Australia, he went outside and called my divorce attorney and fired her and said the only way out of this was death. Again. And I heard that already at this point, March 2015, probably 25 times. So he's screaming at her. He calls his agents. I hear him talking incoherently, screaming incoherently at my lawyer and his agent. He comes back inside, and I genuinely didn't know if he was still mad at me or if it was about me at all. I didn't know. It didn't seem like it was connected to reality at all. At some point shortly after that, I have been saying to Johnny, you need to sleep. Let's eat some dinner, baby. Let's relax. Please, like, calm down. In my head, I was thinking that it would genuinely change if he just got some sleep. He needed to sleep it off. He needed to come down off the drugs. Clearly, the combination of what he had taken pill-wise with whatever else he was hiding from me was not good. I had recognized that sort of delusion. I had recognized that sort of unattached to reality rage. I had recognized the patterns of those kind of loops where he's yelling about things that aren't even being discussed or talked about. I knew already that he just needed to sleep it off, clean up, sober up. And I thought we could. I remember I went to the fridge. I got out the steaks so that they would, be ready to cook.
What kind of
and
steak?
I got out some of the food I was going to put together for dinner. I went upstairs. I don't know if I came back down in my nightgown at that point or if that was shortly after, but the next thing I remember is coming downstairs and looking for him. We had an interaction that I can't really describe. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. He was just belligerent, throwing things, screaming at me. And I realized I was back on the chopping block. I realized it was back, I realized that the arrows were pointed at me again. And I tried to defend myself. I was explaining, trying to say that.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
It was not for to prove the truth of the matter. She hasn't even said it yet, but try not to say what you're saying unless it needs it for context or something.
Try not to say what you're saying.
Try to say what he's
I'll
saying.
sustain the objection.
Okay.
He was just belligerent. I don't know how to describe to you because
Mighty
it wasn't making
leader!
sense. It wasn't making sense. I don't know how. I don't know how the immediate next string of the next part of the violence actually even initiated, but again, he has me up against the wall, and I remember this time he slams me up against the wall hard. I mean, I hit my head hard. And this is a wall next to the, I say kitchenette, but it's more of a bar. I remember there were these cooling fridges, and I remember kind of being slammed up against those. I remember pushing him off of me. I remember the name calling, the whore, the slut, the fat ass. I remember a lot of name calling. I said,
Had he been drinking by this time?
he was drinking.
Calls for speculation, leading.
I'll sustain as to leading.
What, if any, drinks had you observed Mr. Depp have by this time?
Well, I had already seen him drink right in front of me. Took a big swig out of a wine bottle upstairs, right in front of me, as in a gesture of looked right at me and took a big swig out of it, as a show for did it right in my face to make a point. And then when I came downstairs, he was drinking from the bottle. I don't know what kind of liquor. I remember there was another bottle open, and I was wondering why he was drinking both. But at some point, he had me up against the wall next to the cooling fridges, and I remember slamming my head up against the thing. He had me by the neck, squeezing my neck, and it got really nasty. It went from oh, no one likes you, no one likes me, everyone warned me about you. That's what it was. He started to tell me that everyone had warned him about me, and that he wished he had never married me, wish he had never met me. No one liked me. It sounds childish, but I remember feeling really hurt. And then at some point, I shoved him hard to get him off me. And he shoved me back, and he said, "You want to go, little girl?" I couldn't, as I sit here today, tell you if that happened before he choked me up against the wall, but at some point, I am in a struggle with him where I'm holding his shirt lapel, and he kind of just flings me, for lack of a better way to describe it, throws me across the room. I land on a games table. It's like a ping pong table. And I don't know if I was holding on to him or if he pursued me separate, but he gets on top of me on the games table and is just whacking me in the face, repetitive.
That's crazy.
We struggle on the games table. I don't know how we get up. I don't know if he pulls me up. I wish I could tell you, but we were in this struggle down in this games room by the bar. And we had this conversation about the drinking, or argument about the drinking, and he holds up this bottle to me, and I'm saying, did you drink this whole thing? Something stupid, focusing on this detail, and he is telling me that I can't control him anymore, and that if I really, if I really wanted to try, take it. And then he's like taunting me to take the bottle from him. If I really want him to stop, why don't I take it from him? Go on. Kept saying, go on. And kind of gesturing with the bottle towards me. And like he does that 2 or 3 times. I reach for it, he'd revoke it, kind of laugh at me. And he's holding out the bottle. I think like maybe the 3rd time or so I get a hold of it. I pick it up and I slam it down on the ground right in between us. There's a tile floor, a white tile floor. And I smashed the bottle on the floor. And that really set him off. So stupid. Sorry. It was like a light bulb switch went off. And he starts screaming. I don't know if he backhanded me or hit me normally. I don't really recall, but I remember it sent me down to the ground. I remember by the time I picked myself off the floor, I stand up. He's got a bottle in his hand, and he threw it at me. It missed, thankfully, but I kind of pulled myself back into the bar area. I don't know how much time passed, but at some point he had a broken bottle up against my face, neck area by my jawline, and he told me he'd carve up my face. I don't know at what point in the evening. I couldn't tell you what sequence-wise when that happened, but it was terrifying. It wasn't the first time he said that to me. He said that to me on the plane as well. But this time he was holding a broken bottle to me. I honestly don't remember if I threw anything in his direction. I don't think I did. I just remember him having me by the nightgown. I remember him flailing me, throwing me around. I'm flailing. This is after there were some bottles broken on the floor. I think this is actually after, again, forgive me, I wish I could remember the sequence, but it's flashes. He's throwing these bottles at me. I remember retreating. There were also cans, like soda cans, beer or soda cans, and they're coming at me one after the other, and I keep pulling myself into the bar area. There's a bar behind me in like I don't know, like an L shape. He's standing in the only way you can exit, so I'm kind of trapped in front of this sink, surrounded by bar on 3 sides with him in front of me-ish, kind of front off to the left, and he's throwing these bottles one after the other, and I can feel glass breaking behind me. I remember feeling one of them go by my head really fast. I mean, a real velocity. I remember being terrified. I remember I couldn't move. I couldn't go anywhere. I eventually, I don't know, he ran out of things to throw. I think that's how I moved myself towards the exit. And I believe that's most likely when we got kind of in this struggle by the bar area, because I remember my feet slipping on the tile as he was slamming me from the wall to the countertops. At one point, he has me up against the wall, and he's punching the wall. He had my, nightgown, and it kind of ripped it off my chest. I remember at one point he's teasing me, taunting me that he has my breasts in his hand.
What?
My nightgown came completely off. It was ripped off of me. So I was naked, and I'm slipping around on this tile.
and trying to get my footing. And I remember slipping on this tile. Glass was underneath me, and I remember just trying to get my footing. You know, I felt really destabilized and felt really vulnerable. I'm naked. And he's flinging me around, and at some point, I'm up against the wall, and he's screaming at me that he fucking hates me.
Whoa.
That it ruined his life. Remember, I ruined his life.
Don't you guys want to be a celebrity?
Over and over. And he starts
Sounds
punching
fun.
the wall next to my head, holding me by the neck. I get free from him. I kind of step back from him, and it's like his energy shifted to the phone. There's a wall-mounted phone on the wall next to where my head was, and he went from punching the wall to like realizing there was a phone there, and he picked up the phone and he's screaming. He's like at the top of his lungs, screaming, "I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. You ruined my fucking life." And screaming at the top of his lungs, he picks up the phone and starts bashing the phone against the wall where I was just being held.
Wow.
And I remember kind of having some distance on what was happening and watching him do this. And it was like his energy had shifted, and I was that phone all of a sudden. And he was just over and over again smashing this phone into the wall, over and over again, screaming at me. And I was watching the phone every single time he pulled his hand back. It was just breaking into pieces. I remember thinking this phone is disappearing. He was smashing it to smithereens, just going into the wall. And at some point,
That's crazy.
he's on top of me, no phone, but screaming the same thing. "I fucking hate you. You ruined my fucking life." I'm on the countertop.
Wow.
He had me by the neck.
He has to
And
sit
he
and
felt
listen
like
to
he
this.
was on top of me, and I'm looking at him in his eyes, and I don't see him anymore. I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black.
Whoa.
I've never been so scared in my life. It was black. I couldn't see him.
Guys, this is crazy what we're
And he
watching.
was looking at me.
This
and
is
I
America.
was trying to get through to him. I was trying to
Celebrity,
say
man.
to him in some way that it was me.
I hate
I was trying to get through to Johnny.
toxic
And I
people.
couldn't see him. I couldn't see him at all. And my head was bashing against the back of the bar, and I couldn't breathe. And I remember trying to get up, and I was slipping on the glass. My feet were slipping. My arms were slipping on the countertop. And I remember just trying to get up so I could breathe, so I could tell him that he was really hurting me. I didn't think he knew what he was doing. I don't know how. Sorry. I'm sorry.
This is crazy, guys.
Breathe.
Look at this.
Please. I don't know.
This is intense, man.
Do this. I don't want to do this.
Whoa.
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get through to him. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up. And I don't know how that ended. I don't know how. I don't know what happened next. I don't understand. God, the next thing I remember, I was bent over backwards on the bar, meaning my chest was up. I was staring at the blue lights, and my chest was on this, my back was on the countertops, and I thought he was punching me. I I'm sorry. I felt this pressure. He on my pubic bone, and he said he was punching me.
Guys, don't just hate on women. Like,
I just saw his arm. I could feel his arm moving, and it looked like he was punching me.
come on.
But I could just feel this pressure.
This is
It was
crazy.
like if I kept hitting him, it didn't feel pain. It was just a pressure on my pubic bone, and
Oh,
I don't know.
guys, I get they're actors, but like, come on. Both of them are toxic people, unhealthy, unwell people. They're both hitting each other. It's
don't-
insane.
Remember what I said. I just remember being really still.
If you're joining us, Forex is at
don't
this
wanting to
trial.
move.
That's why we're delayed. Once the trial's
remember
over,
looking
Forex
around the
will
room.
launch the farm. He's stuck at the courthouse right now.
Remember
Forex is in the
all the
audience.
broken bottles, broken glass. And I remember that it's just not wanting to move because I didn't know if it was broken. I didn't know if the bottle that he had inside me was broken. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel it. I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel anything. I just didn't want it. I looked around and I saw so much broken glass that I didn't know
Man,
if he would know.
how embarrassing as a
If he would
man
know.
to hit a woman. I don't
didn't
care
know
who
if
you
he
are,
would
Johnny Depp or
know
Johnny down the street. Don't lay
if
your
it was
hands on a
broken or
bloody
not,
woman,
and I
you
just
freaking
remember
tool bags.
Thinking, please God.
As
please,
crazy as women sometimes can be.
I hope it's not broken. I don't know how that ended. I don't know how I got off the countertop. I just remember it being in the bathroom. I remember retching. I remember the sound my voice was making. I remember I lost control of my bladder. I remember just retching. I remember there was blood on the floor.
This is going to be all over the news tonight, guys. And you're watching it here
I
first.
got up at some point. I don't know how that night ended. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember. I have a memory of him begging me not to leave. I remember going outside the front door. I remember him coming out to the front area, but I don't remember if that was before or after this. I don't remember. I just have that memory. I remember
Man, imagine being Johnny Depp hearing this. Like,
taking a bunch of sleeping pills.
and
Not a
being
bunch.
Amber and having to share this stuff, like knowing
Which
it's
is a lot for
televised.
me.
It's crazy. This is crazy.
I remember falling asleep, or I don't remember falling asleep, but I know I fell asleep.
Wait till the
Because I woke up the next
cross-examination,
day.
guys. The cross-examination on Amber
I assume it was late
will
morning.
be intense like you've never seen. This is gonna get nuts.
I could hear him downstairs. I could hear Marilyn Manson music, not in person. I could hear the music. Maybe he said it was Marilyn, or maybe I could recognize it. I don't remember, but I became aware of it. That's what I was hearing. It was blaring. It became clear, obvious to me when I walked downstairs. He was still up. He hadn't gone to sleep again.
I walked downstairs and I saw this brown on the walls going down the stairs. And the brown on the walls became clear, like lettering. And then it was obvious it was dried blood. He had written down this that we had a spiral staircase, like white cream walls. There was blood on the carpet. I could see blood drips.
Drip.
I thought it was from my arms or feet, but it was drips. So that plus the wall writing, I saw this brown letters on the wall, and then realized that he was trying, that it was meant to be a message, but it was incoherent. I saw what looked like my name, but I really couldn't make out most of the rest of the message. Walking down the stairs, I saw a bird in the house. I thought that was surreal. I went down to the main level where my painting studio was, and I had some canvases out. It was in the living room area. And by the time I got down to the bottom of the stairs, the dried blood had been kind of taken over by paint. It was navy blue paint, and then brown paint. And then it was, on the walls, on the lampshades, pillowcases of the sofa cushions. There was blood. In the painting studio, my canvases had been covered with what looked like just brown, blue, green, red mess. It was just a mess. There was a painting that had, a painting that the owners had that had, like giant penis on it, and some other.
She said penis.
Things. There was a table overturned, a bunch of broken glass on that floor. I walked downstairs where I heard the music coming from, and that's where I found him, blaring this music. He was in the study, which is by the bar games table area off to the side, and it was just glass and blood and broken window, and just, it looked like a mess. The table was collapsed, and I walked into the study. There was a couple unbroken empty bottles. I remember wondering where they came from. And he just looked, he wasn't there anymore. He wasn't there. It wasn't Johnny. He was standing at the office desk. He had his hand wrapped in this, rags or, bandana rags. And I think he took them down or somehow showed me, and he said, "Look what you made me do. I did this for you," something to that effect. And I kind of put together, it was covered in paint, and I put together that's like he was using his finger. I quickly became aware that that's what he was using as a paintbrush, even though there was lots of paintbrushes around. And we didn't have any sort of coherent conversation, as you can imagine. I figured out he was missing a finger. He kind of held it up, and I said, "What did you do? When? What did you do? When?" And I realized in my head that there had been many hours since this probably happened, assuming that was happened with the phone. And in any case, I knew it had been way too long, that he had this blood, that he was bleeding. And I said, "I'm going to call 911 if you don't call Jerry now." I still don't recall which of us called Jerry Judge, his security. At some point we went upstairs. He came upstairs, but he went up to the third floor while I was in the main floor, the entry-level floor. I went to make him a cup of coffee because he was demanding more Red Bull. And
I was thinking that's probably not a good idea. I don't know why coffee would be so much better, but in my head it was.
No, Red Bull's a lot better.
I thought maybe, I don't know, sober him up, or I don't know. Help was coming though, and I remember I made him coffee. As soon as I handed it to him, he threw it.
Oh,
at
this
the
guy
TV
throws
and
everything.
started screaming again. It was like back to
All he does is
back to
throws
square
crap.
one. Shortly after that, security arrives. I don't know how long, maybe a few seconds or minutes went by, not long, but they kind of find Johnny.
No, I don't think
or
it'll
John
launch
finds
today.
them walking out of the front door.
That's my opinion.
And they were trying to figure out what was going on. And as they were kind of looking at him and trying to figure out what the heck was going on, Johnny took his penis out of his pants and started trying to pee or peeing
Oh my gosh.
outside of the house, saying that he
Look
had
at
more
Johnny
messages
Depp.
for me.
Oh!
And this is in front of
Look at
security.
Johnny!
And they kind of just like looked at each other and looked at him and kind of not laughed, but kind of half, played it off and corralled him. It was how it looked. It looked like corralling a wild animal.
This is like a Netflix
Back
special
into the
we're
house
watching.
with his penis still out of his pants.
Penis?
Or trying to pee. That's
Oh my
what's
gosh,
indicating.
this
He
is a
went to the
Netflix
wall of the
special.
house, and
She
I
knows
remember
what
him
she's
standing at the
doing.
wall trying to leave me more, saying he had more information for me. He was gonna leave me more more messages, more information.
This guy is
for
a
me.
pirate.
It made no sense. And Jerry Judge, his security, and one of the nurses.
The Johnny
Shortly
Drip
after,
coin.
I think they put me in the theater room, but
Johnny
shortly
Depp
after, I
minor.
remember
Somebody
talking to
make
one
it.
of
I'll
the
do a
nurses, and she
video
was
on it.
trying
We'll
to
pump it.
give me drugs to sedate
Objection,
me.
Your Honor. Hearsay.
Trying to give her drugs.
Johnny
Okay,
Drip
so-
coin.
Thank you. Keep going.
And I just remember
She's fudding Johnny
I
Depp
just remember
coin.
crying and
She's fudding.
rejecting what they were
Fud.
trying to give me and fighting with them about how much they were trying to give me.
This is horrible.
I felt like
I hate
needed to
abusing women.
figure out what the
Men that do that
what was
suck.
happening with my life, what was happening with Johnny.
His career's
I didn't know
over.
if he was okay. I didn't know. I actually had no idea. Like, could this be something?
Is
die
Netflix
from,
gonna
if anything,
pump
just the-
Amber Heard and
the
Johnny
drugs
Depp
and
movies?
alcohol.
Will Netflix capitalize on this?
That alone, I didn't. I just remember being scared and being in this theater room, this dark theater room, and not knowing what the heck was going on. I eventually was taken up to my room by one of the nurses, and I'm sorry, Debbie, and or suggesting I go up to my room. I went up to my room, and I took a quarter of what she was trying to get me to take, and I eventually fell asleep. I came back downstairs to look for my phone, which Johnny had picked up before security came in. He picked up my phone and said, "We're going to get to the bottom of this." He wasn't making any sense at the time. Understandably, just different. Nothing made sense. But he picked up my phone and was saying, I'm going to prove this. We're going to get to this. We're going to get to the proof of this. Something to that effect. I don't remember his exact words. And he pushed record on my phone. I didn't actually at the time think that he had done that. I had no idea, but I did know that I didn't have my phone when I woke up and went downstairs to get it. It was dead. It was sitting out on the dining room table by where Jerry Judge was sitting. Jerry Judge was on the phone and talked to me, and I went back up to bed, took more of this sedative, and fell asleep. And then I think the next day, went to the closet and took out the clothes that he hadn't painted on. I guess when he went back upstairs, he had it looked like what he had done is dip his hand in a bucket of paint and just wiped it on my clothes. And he picked up another portion of my clothes and put them in the bathtub. And I don't know if he added paint or if he just
had touched them with paint, but it was this ugly navy blue brown paint. I packed what was packable, what hadn't been destroyed, and eventually left Australia with Ben King, who you met on the way there.
Let me stop you there because I want to ask you some more questions about those 3 days, and then we can talk about Ben King and going home. So, do you recall what bottle Mr. Depp was drinking from and then had that back and forth with you and you threw on the ground?
Objection, Your Honor. Compound leading.
Sustained.
Do you recall what the bottle was?
No, I don't.
Do you recall whether it was wine or liquor?
It was liquor.
Do you,
The wine was upstairs.
do you recall what color
Excuse me.
it was?
Well, I believe it was white, clear, but I can't be certain. I think it was clear.
Do you remember whether it had a handle on it or not?
No, it was a normal bottle. I remember because he was holding it like this and gestured to me to take it. And I did try to reach for the bottle. It was a normal size, but for the life of me, I can't remember what brand.
Okay. When you woke up that third morning and came out of your room, what, if any, food did you see?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Objection,
was-
Your Honor. Leading.
Overruled.
There was mashed potatoes smeared all over the bedroom door, on the wall, in various places. But I remember opening the door and being really confused at first as to what it was. Had little specks of green in it, I assumed to be spinach.
Oh gosh.
And
What is happening?
throughout the house, there was food rubbed in places, just countertops, walls, doors, as I mentioned. And later that evening, I found the raw meat that I had left out, the steak, all over the house. There were pieces of it. It was cut up. And he had ripped my nightgown into pieces, into shreds, and wrapped the meat up, wrapped the steak pieces up with my nightgown. It was this really beautiful burgundy silk nightgown that had this black lace trim. I ironically got it from Dr. Kipper for a wedding gift. And it was wrapped, I found it, I continued to find it throughout the rest of the time that I was in the house in Australia. There was pieces of it in the microwave, pieces of it in the produce drawer, in the closet drawer. Just raw meat wrapped up in my nightgown, as well as the smeared food on the walls. It was bizarre.
What, if anything, do you recall seeing on any mirrors?
Oh, he had written on the bathroom mirrors in the bedroom, and I believe he had. There was another mirror. I just don't recall which bathroom it was in. I suppose it was the one that I went to, which is on the very bottom level.
This is
where
insane.
I was retching, for lack of a better way to describe it.
This market, guys.
I think it was in
52-week
that,
low today.
Bathroom. That
Look at
He
this.
also wrote on that mirror as well.
What, if anything, do you recall?
In blood.
I am
in
losing
paint, sorry.
so much money
What, if
watching
anything, do you
this.
recall of any lampshades being written on?
Well, he wrote on messages to me, things to the effect of go-getter, horror sort of thing, that sort of language. But calling me easy, calling me a slut, calling me, just things about ego and what a whore I was. But it was hard to make sense of it because it was clear he was just out of his mind. It was, he wrote on a back of a pillow in blood. And you can tell because it dries like in this ugly brown color. He wrote on the walls going downstairs. Like it took in fact, you could see where it looked like he had run out of blood because the messages became, the markings became clearly letters. And the letters kind of became, like I could see where he had clearly run out of blood or it wasn't bleeding enough and went and got paint. And then it became paint and blood. You could see both. You could see where he went back with it.
This is insane.
Mirrors. I could see where all the dried blood was, and then I could see a different set of markings with paint and some other material.
So I'm going to go back to the time in the bar, and I know this is very painful. Do you recall?
Is there a Johnny Depp Amber Heard coin
Mr.
yet?
Depp was saying
Let's go
to
look.
you when he
Why
had the
wouldn't there be?
bottle and was pushing it
Look.
against your pubic bone?
Biggest gainers. Nothing about Johnny Depp. Why?
That he would fucking kill me. I'll fucking kill you. He said it to me over and over again.
There was a Will Smith coin, no Johnny Depp.
He said, I'll fucking kill you.
Did you bleed from the vagina as well?
Whoa.
I did.
Oh my gosh, guys.
And did you
Embarrassing.
experience any pain later?
It's
I
intense.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was heartbroken. Eventually, I realized that I could be hurt because I was bleeding. But I convinced myself it wasn't broken and that the bottle wasn't broken or else it would be a lot worse. And the discomfort I was feeling afterwards just paled in comparison to how scared, shocked I was. I'm scared. I just married this man. I just married him.
And forgive me for asking this, but I need to just make sure the record's clear. You were penetrated up the vagina into the pubic bone, is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustained.
What, if any, penetration was there in your vagina with the bottle? I'm so sorry.
Do this.
I am so sorry.
Whoa. This is intense, guys. Man. Oh, it's
Johnny
hard to watch.
had the bottle inside of me. And was shoving it inside of me over and over again.
Did you experience any cuts on other parts of your body?
Wow.
My forearms were cut. My bottoms of my feet were sliced up pretty good.
Did you have any other bruising or swelling?
I had a bruise across my jaw, I suppose, from one of the many times he clocked me in the face downstairs. I think I just didn't make a record of anything else.
I'm going to ask you to turn to let's go to 1810. Well, actually, let's go to 1815. Michelle, if you can bring that up. Defendants 1815. And I think these are all in, Your Honor, so if we could publish.
Yes, they can all be published.
Anything that comes from this trial is, I hope, we expose, women hitting men is wrong, men hitting women is wrong,
Is this the game table?
but this is horrible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and is this, based on your testimony, is this where you were you on top of this table?
Yeah, that he briefly got on top of me.
Man.
And was pushing on my throat, actually, at some point when I was on the table. I had forgotten about that. And this, though, looks like it is after a lot of the stuff was cleaned up, because it didn't look quite like this.
Okay, and did the table collapse?
Yes, it did.
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Sustained.
What, if anything, happened to the table?
The table collapsed underneath me when Johnny threw me into it and got on top of me, or fell on top of me. I honestly don't know which one.
If we could look at 1816, please, defendants. Do you recognize this, what's depicted in this picture?
Yes,
What is it?
it looks like the bottles that were by Johnny on the desk when I came down that last morning, and he was still up, still drinking.
If we could go to defendants 1817.
Fame and fortune. The story of how
The bottle shape,
good people get toxic.
the bottle shape.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't, I have not,
Go back to 1816, please.
Just messed up.
Your Honor,
I had,
fused. Is there a question?
I want to ask a question.
What more do you recall?
you had, sorry, it took me a minute to respond because it's hard. It took me a minute to respond because I had not remembered seeing the bottle that Johnny was using on me. I didn't have a memory of seeing it. And this picture, I wasn't aware of until just the other day, yesterday, the day before. And
Bitcoin is now
and I felt my stomach
35,898.
tighten up. Like I was gonna be sick when I saw it. Because even though I didn't remember seeing the bottle, what I had remembered is a pressure,
Wow.
like something square, which is why I thought he was punching me. I was feeling the square, something firm hitting me, like butting up against my pubic bone. Over and over again, I felt that pressure against my bone. It felt like a flat surface. But when I realized it was an object or bottle and not his fist, which is what I thought, because his arm, I could see his arm while he was holding me down, saying he was going to kill me, but I thought it was, his arm looked like he was punching me. And I hadn't seen this bottle. I didn't know. And then this came out in Ben's evidence because he didn't share it until this date.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
And so I recognize it.
All right, now let's go to defendants 1817.
Man, I'm down well over 100K in the markets.
Do you
Bitcoin.
recognize
This is nasty,
This-
guys.
area or this picture?
Yes, it looks like one area of the bar.
My gosh.
Obviously, this is sometime later because all the liquid is dried up. It's
We're
quite
getting wrecked
slippery.
everywhere.
I was slipping all over that tile. That's how I know.
Okay.
Looks like a lot of the glass has been cleaned up almost.
Okay. And then let's go to 1818. Actually, I think
I'm
that's...
sorry, which?
Yeah,
which-
I don't
that's-
have that
That's
number.
not in evidence.
Yeah, that's a duplicate. Let's go to 1819. My apologies.
Okay.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is this?
This is close to where my feet were when I was dangling off the counter. When he had me on the countertop by my neck, my feet were slipping on the tile, and I just remember my feet. I remember feeling glass underneath my feet and slipping. I couldn't get up. I couldn't alleviate the pressure on my neck as he was crushing me. That's around that, not around, that's next to that. All the way at the end of the picture is the bar where I was standing when he was throwing bottles at me.
Can we go to 1820? Do you recognize what's depicted here? The area.
Yes, that's to the left would be where the wall-mounted phone was. Right to the left of that. To the right of that is the little L-shaped bar that I was telling you about, where I was trapped. And
when you say to the left of the wall,
I'm
what
sorry.
do you mean? Is it off the picture or on the picture?
so if you're looking at this picture, imagine up and to the left at person height, at site height, was I don't know if it was antique, but it kind of looked old-fashioned, like an old-fashioned heavy. It looked heavy. I didn't pick up the receiver, but it looked heavy when I was watching it break. You know, it looked like these like really heavy excuse me, it's really thick, heavy, not plastic, but like a Bakelite or something heavy material on it. That's my best guess. So that would have been to the left, and then to the right would have been the very end of the bar that you just saw a picture of.
All right, let's go to 1821, defendants. And do you recognize what's depicted in this photo?
Yes, that's the bar that I was just talking about.
Okay. Now, I see a phone on the right side. Is that the phone you were talking about?
No, that's not. This is a wall-mounted phone. That's a landline.
And you see straight ahead at the very, if you look straight ahead at the picture, on the top part of that, it appears to be some broken glass.
Look at
Do you
this broken
recall-
glass up here.
What do you recall of that?
I recall more than just this window being broken. This is one of the windows that he broke when he was throwing things at me. My body was standing in front of that little kitchen sink you see at the end of the picture. I suppose that's some of the glass I felt though on the backs of my arms. Like when the window shattered.
Okay. Let's go to 1822.
1822, I don't have in evidence. 1822 is not in evidence.
That's exactly what I just went over here. Let's go to 1825, I think. Is that the next one, Your Honor?
1825 is in evidence.
Okay.
This is Forex's favorite movie, guys.
Do you recognize this picture?
Meme this crap. Meme
Yes, that's
this.
where Johnny was standing when I found him the last morning. That morning, it might have been like midday. When I say morning, it was after I woke up. It was certainly not early morning. And he was standing at that desk, behind the desk, with the Manson blaring. When I found him and told him that I was going to call 911 if he didn't call Jerry.
If you look in this picture, there appears to be a lampshade down below. Do you recognize that lampshade down below the table?
That's one of the lampshades.
There are no
Johnny
winners in this
wrote,
trial. No winners in this trial.
tweets or messages to me on.
This is
Okay.
called career suicide.
Then let's go to 1827.
Every dirt of your relationship exposed in front of millions of people. But either way, like, don't hit a woman and women don't hit men. Like, they're both unhealthy, unwell people. There's nothing to admire about any of these people.
Yes. I do. That's
Hollywood
my
culture
painting
is
studio.
the biggest joke ever.
So when I walk downstairs,
We should not admire celebrities because they're good actors.
blood on the
Who
walls. I
cares?
walked into this room.
I like good
first.
plumbers.
That's where
I like
the-
good
the
firemen,
stairs empty into
good
this
police
room.
officers.
Kind of my
We don't admire actors.
painting area.
We're done with that.
And those are the
Screw
canvases
it.
that he.
We love people that have good
painted.
character, that don't lie,
Do you see, if you look
that launch on
at
time.
the white tablecloth table to the right of that,
Sorry, guys.
do you see a lampshade there?
Yes, I don't know if that's the same lampshade or another one.
Okay. Then let's go to 1828. And do you
Please start the
recognize
Amber Turd
it's a
coin
good one?
and the Johnny Drip coin.
I do.
Someone get in my DMs. Let's launch it. You can make millions of dollars off
Those are
this
my,
crap.
Then
Then we'll donate it to charity.
painting. The
Create a
don't know
miner.
when he did
Why aren't these
that, if it
miner
was
people
before or
creating the
after
Johnny
writing on the
Drip
walls, but-
Amber Turd miner? You'd make millions.
he just ruined them.
So I just want to make sure, so the painting canvas that's dark colored, there's two of them there.
Well, there's two or three, and then there's a smaller one in the center, and that was his daughter. I was trying to paint a portrait of, and that was untouched.
Okay, and then, but just so we're clear, the one directly in front of you that looks like it's just a lot of dark colors, was
Oh.
that dark colors before, or?
I am
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
I said,
Guys,
is that
just stop watching this
Sustain
channel.
the objection.
I'm
what
turning
if
this
any
into a
change
soap
was
opera
there on
channel.
that canvas?
I'm a
I think
terrible
I'm done with
painter, but I'm not
DeFi.
that bad. That was not my painting. It was the start of a portrait, and he changed it dramatically.
And then to the right side, on the other side,
Well, the three canvases were portraits, so they looked similar to the one that's in the center that I was doing of his daughter.
and the white that's below, what if any changes were there to that, the white canvas that you see there?
It just looks like the painting was. It looks like once he destroyed.
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain.
Was there anyone else in the house besides Mr. Depp and you?
Not that I know of, no, and no one was around.
Okay. Do you have any reason to believe somebody other than Mr. Depp did this?
Objection, leading.
Sustain.
What if any reason do you believe that Mr. Depp did this?
Objection,
The lawyer in the green is super hot. This girl, she's hot. I want to date her.
What's the
leading.
No, I'll overrule that objection.
What is her name?
It was just Johnny and I in that house over the
She will
course
be
of those
famous
3
now.
days, roughly. There might have been somebody, his assistant or something, come on the first day or second day, I can't recall, but for the majority of for the entirety of what I've been describing to you, it was Johnny and I in that house.
And did you do any of this? Did you
No.
create any of this damage?
No,
Oh.
I'm also gonna, take a look at the white tablecloth to the right there.
and also Johnny was covered in paint, so.
Oh.
To answer your question fully, that's also how I know.
All right. So I'm also just gonna draw your attention to that white tablecloth over there. Does it appear to have some paint on that as well?
Yes, there was paint all over the place, to say it plainly.
I see a nipple in that
Now,
painting.
the painting that
Can you guys spot the nipple?
indicated there was a large
Nipple
penis,
coin.
I believe. Where was that?
I believe it was just, like, if you're looking at this, I believe it was on the wall, almost right next to the painting directly center.
that we're looking at. That's my best recollection, but I can't be entirely sure.
Okay. Let's go to 1828.
I think that was 1828.
Oh, 1829, my apologies. And do you recognize
Oh, gosh.
this photo?
Good luck and be careful.
Yes, I do.
What's in it? And what was this?
This is one of the lampshades that Johnny chose as a medium to leave me messages. in
Wow.
black
I love
paint.
lamp.
Okay.
Lamp coin.
Let's go to 1830.
Lamp coin launching tomorrow. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be the best coin ever in DeFi.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, that's one of the bathroom mirrors.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you could just look to the left, and I'm going to go ahead and circle it over here.
Call Carly. She
You
said,
see red and black there. Would you agree?
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And there were some questions that were asked earlier about that red. What, if anything, did you write on this mirror?
I didn't write anything on the mirrors. I was as confused as anyone in hearing that testimony.
And based on looking at this
She's
area
like,
that
"That
I
ain't
have
me."
circled, is the black on top or underneath the red?
Objection, Your Honor. Cultural
Objection.
speculation leading.
Don't ask such a question.
All right, this might be a good time to take a break. Why don't we go ahead
Yeah,
and
let's
take our
take a break.
afternoon break, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and have our break. Do not discuss the testimony with anybody, and don't do any outside research. We'll come back here.
Oh, my. All right, guys. All right, let's talk. By the way, that lawyer is very cute. I'm going to get her phone number. Send her a DM. You're doing great. All right, guys. So let's check things out. Here we go. Let's go check out Dex. Oh, my gosh. Piston. Why do you keep running up? Because I love you. All right, Drip. Drip is now up on this fabulous news. 2465 Piston coin. Well, let's refresh. Here we go. Yeah, Piston is up 6.45%. It's the only thing in America that's up today is eShares Drip Piston. I mean, this is great. Spear, good job. They launched yesterday. I got a little bit of that crap. I got a little bit of elephant crap. I got some Seifu crap, but it is down 11%. What else can we talk about, guys? Animal Farm, there are no updates, okay? This is the new website, and you should be thankful, okay? You guys wanting to get an on-time, you guys are asking too much, and you need to stop. Just be thankful you have a website, okay? And doesn't matter when we're going to go live again. You should just be thankful that you are alive. And if you complain about the fact that he said 100% ready to go, we're launching at 1 o'clock, like, how could you complain? Okay, there's nothing to complain about. Everything is fine. Everything is working smooth. And there's really nothing more to say, okay? If you're looking for an update, why? Why do you need an update? Is your money being held for over 2 months? Psh, so what? Okay? So what? It's the way it is. So this is DeFi. Yes, I know you're in DeFi because you wanted to have control. And I know that there's a voting mechanism and it doesn't matter. Stop fudding your bag, okay? Forex is the mighty leader. He does nothing wrong, ever. And if you question it, I'm going to ban you, okay? Ban you from everything. So, yeah. So thank you guys for joining with me today on this crazy live stream. Live AMA with Johnny Depp. Twitter's up. Yeah, don't buy Twitter stock because the max can be, I think it can, your only upside is $54 because that's what it's going to sell for. So if this deal doesn't go through and America shuts it down, Twitter has massive downside. So if anything, you might want to buy a put on Twitter, but I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with options in this market. Guys, this market is insane. This is sobering. Look at this market. This is not a joke. Stock fall to session lows in final hours of trading. Dow tumbles more than 1,300 points. Stock fall to session lows. This is horrible. I hate inflation. I hate the lack of leadership in America. No one knows what the heck they're doing. When was the last time you heard Joe Biden talk about the economy in public and talk about the stock market, how we're going to beat inflation and all that? It's just basic leadership 101. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not even a Republican. I just know how to market. You got to show leadership, my friend. You're going to keep having a sell-off. Yeah, you had Etsy have a horrible earnings report. I listened to that today. It affected Amazon. That's why Amazon is down so much. But again, it's all a buying opportunity. So for me, I'm looking at my accounts today. I'm down multiple six figures. It sucks. But I try to tell myself, Jonathan, don't get over emotional. Look for the dips. Buy. So yeah, all this BUSD that's in my wallet, that needs to get put to work. So that's what I'm going to do probably after this video. Look at, I got $3,000 in BUSD. That's dumb. That needs to be in Binance. And then I need to go buy some Amazon, Tesla, Apple, like buy some stuff that's legit. Don't go 100% into crypto. It should be a part of your portfolio because, I mean, look at today alone, Bitcoin is down 9%. 9%. 36. So like, if anything, I mean, there's your, look at, you want to know when to buy on a day like today? Because 3-month chart, look at this. 35,900 or 34.7. So about 35,000. If this thing touches that, it might skyrocket back up. Might not. Might be down here for a little while. But this is a really good entry to buy something down 10%. So are you guys doing that? Or are you just like focused in on drip and Animal Farm? Only drip and Animal Farm. You guys, there's so many other opportunities out there. Don't get sad today. Don't get depressed. Yeah, make fun of it. Laugh. You should. It's ridiculous. We should have launched today. All this stuff should have been taken care of. Okay? This is ridiculous. Now that with that said, move on with your life. Okay? Move on. Be glad you're not Amber Heard. Be glad you're not Johnny Depp. Imagine your life being a spectacle. There's way worse things that could be happening. There's lots of game left in the market. So don't worry about, you're not rich today. We're all losing today, okay? Unless you're in EMP Piston, which is awesome. But we're not even selling that. So you're not, like, I'm not selling Piston. I'm not selling EMP. So it's not even realized gains. It's just a really crappy day. And I'm thankful to share this crappy day with you. We watched that trial. And in all seriousness, it is celebrity culture in America is hopefully others look at this and go, this is freaking messed up. And if you have ever been in a relationship like that, type of a toxic relationship, you need to get out. Because there's a whole life beyond a man that hits you or a woman that hits you. Healthy people don't hit people. Okay? Last time I hit someone was in like, I don't know, 6th grade. So you need to, if that's you, I mean, this is a serious channel. 200 people. I'm sure one person needs to hear that word. Somebody lays a hand on you, man or woman, get the heck out of that relationship. There's no, well, he needs to, she's going to work on. No, they're not well. You got to move on. I had a woman that did that to me. She would lay hands on me and I had ended the relationship. And, you know, she was kind of crazy. Like Amber Heard, that stuff, like drama. But yeah, not here to talk about relationship stuff. What are we doing? This is a crazy day. The worst day in the market, worst day in crypto, and we don't have a launch in Animal Farm. There's no shining bright light. It's just crappy. You know what's a great day to do? Is go, you know what, today's a crappy day, but I at least have a shower and a house. When I was in the Philippines, they don't have even a shower. But you know what they do have? They have each other. They have friends, relationship, and they're not worrying about the price of Bitcoin in the stock market today. So everything is perspective. We choose what we allow our minds to focus on. So that's it. Let's read your comments before we go, and we'll have fun. Twitter is up. Yes, good. Elon effect. That's why it's crazy. Like the sell-off on Tesla, nothing has changed fundamentally about Tesla. It's just all this FUD about, oh, Elon now is going to be, his time is going to be spent on Twitter and all that. Dude, buy the dip on Tesla. Are you kidding me? Tesla is in the second inning of their life, and they ain't going anywhere. And the way they're managed is freaking phenomenal. Their balance sheet, everything. If they get into like mining, like nickel and all that, like they're gonna be so vertically integrated. Their cost to build a car is gonna be so cheap. If they get robo taxis up and running, they get the semi, the Cybertruck, you name it. Like, it's gonna be financial suicide not to buy an EV. If they release the $25,000 vehicle in the next couple of years, I'm sorry, Ford, GM, I don't know what you're gonna do. I see bankruptcy on the horizon. Just my opinion. Remember this. Well, you heard it here first. Biden leaves it to Powell. It's just a loss on paper until you sell. That's right, Tim. I'm on EMP right now. I'm waiting until the 29K, and then I'm going to bag up. We are all losers today. Well, our bags are, but you yourself, me, myself as a person, I am so much more than my investments. You're not a loser. You're a loser if you hit a woman. That's for sure. You said it, man. We're suffering from a total lack of leadership. Exactly. Like, it's clear. Everybody knows that. That's not a Democrat or Republican thing. Clearly, Joe Biden is in his older years, and he shouldn't have ran for president. And his wife better get into his ear and say, honey, you're not running for a second term. Are you kidding me? We have a freaking war that just broke out. The Ukraine. Like, we need some legit leadership. It gets annoying. It's America. This is freaking America, and this is our best leadership. It's pathetic. It's so stupid, guys. Anyways, Aging Drip is up and working. Aping Drip is up and working. Yeah, I'm in Aping Drip. I did a video on it yesterday. Go watch it. I'm happy today. Most of my funds are in Piston. Most of your funds? That's scary. It should only be risk capital. You should have most of your funds in like Apple and Tesla. What's wrong with you? Thanks for helping us keep things into perspective, Jonathan. We are alive and have a roof over our heads. Amen, Marcus. That's not just something that we just say. Think about that. If you are living in the West and you have a home and a bed and air conditioning, heater, a cell phone, like, you're fine. Life is good. Relax. These horrible down days don't happen forever. They will rebound. Relax. I think 2022 is going to be the choppiest thing we've ever seen. Inflation is going to be here for a while. Don't expect to make a ton of money in 2022 in the stock market. Crypto is going to be affected. Crypto follows stocks, follows the NASDAQ. It is what it is. Is Piston still a buy? James, I don't buy anything at the top. So I would not, I'm sorry, I can't recommend buying Piston at the top. I would wait for a pullback, in my opinion. And again, like, I could be shilling my referrals. Every other YouTuber would be like, yeah, man, it's great. Look at it. It's amazing. Use my YouTube link or my referral link. I don't care if you use my referral links. I don't want your money. I really am financially independent from your views, your clicks, all that crap. I don't care. And I'm not going to shill you all these projects like all these other YouTubers. Every day they shill you a project. Your financial outlook on point. Thank you, Bitcoin today. Wait, y'all can afford a house to sleep in? Haha, good one, Albert. You're hilarious. Time to reflect and diversify. Have a good night, bro. I got paperwork to do. Thanks for the laugh. The Vinman, thanks for being here. 227 people. Go ahead and like that video. Let's end this live stream so that you guys can go for a walk outside, okay? Get that sunlight on you. Go be a healthy human being. Go eat a salad. I'm going to have a salad with some chicken breasts. Get out of the computer world. You have one life to live. Stop being so consumed with your little office computer and come on, go find someone you love. Pick up the phone. Call your mother. Your mother wants to hear from you today. And just be like, hey, Mom, just calling you out of the blue, letting you know I love you. I mean, that would be incredible. So do that. Just be a healthy human. Don't worry about everything. Don't go into Telegram and be like, Forex shark sucks. Like, yes, everything sucks today. But you don't have to filter your mind with just how much everything sucks. So leave your nasty comment and then move on with your day, all right? If it makes you feel good. Time to touch grass, exactly. All right, guys, that's it for this live stream. If you want to continue to watch the trial, you can do so. They'll be back up and running here in another 5 minutes. But thanks for being with me. This was the longest live stream of my life. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so that we can hit 12,000. I'm so close to 12,000, guys. I gave you 2 hours of my live stream. Please, please, will you subscribe to this channel? Thank you guys. I love you. All right, that is it for this live stream. I will see you guys tomorrow with any updates. If we go live again or we have a countdown climber, I'm gonna do this again. Or maybe tomorrow we'll stream the. Do you guys want to stream Amber Heard and Johnny Depp tomorrow? Maybe we'll do that. All right, guys. I gotta end this. I gotta go.